are they concepts in the mind?
Wait, I'm so sorry. It's an internal critique. Do you want me to just like lay out the argument and then you can tell me which part you disagree with?
No. I'm asking
Oh
you a
yeah,
question.
gotcha. So you're not interested in the actual argument.
No,
Yeah,
I
because
am actually, because
presuppositionalists
you're just
aren't.
running away from the argument.
Wait, so
the
could you summarize the argument that I
the
made? The
argument of
argument that
logic
you asked
actually.
me to make that I, buddy.
Can you stop
Wait,
talking?
wait, shut the fuck up and just listen to me for a second. Can you even summarize to me the argument that I made for you?
I think you speak louder than you actually look, bro. Like, dude,
That's
stop
funny.
yelling, bro.
Yeah, wait. It must be a pretty sad getting demolished this quickly.
Don't act like you're tough, because in person you wouldn't act like that in person. Now answer the question.
Do you have wait. I'm not really interested unless you want to contend with the argument that I put forward.
Can you answer the question,
I'm not really
sir?
interested in engaging with your like
Hey,
presuppositionalist bullshit.
little boy. Little girl, answer the question, little girl.
For you not being able to actually engage with the argument? Did you want like premise conclusion? Like
little girl,
at what low of a level do I need to
shut the fuck up? Shut up.
Your mother.
Do you want to engage?
Your mother.
Do you want to engage? Shut up. Do you want to engage with the argument?
Your mother
or do you
is
just
a
want
whore.
to keep on hearing yourself yap?
No, I'm asking you a question, you filthy scumbag atheist. You immoral dog. Answer the question, you immoral dog.
Yeah. Woof woof.
Did logic exist before our minds existed?
I'm just not too sure what that has to do with anything.
Just answer the question.
Yeah, wait. So how does that prove that God exists or that God doesn't exist?
Once you answer the question,
wait. So you might be a bit confused. So the topic is not did logic exist before our minds existed. The topic that we happen to be talking about is whether or not God exists. So if you'd like to tie this back to whether or not God exists,
can you answer the question or no? Are you going to answer the question, or are you going to
the only things I'm really interested in discussing are whether or not God exists.
Little girl, are you going to answer the question?
So do you have an argument for whether or not God exists?
I know
because if you don't have an argument for whether or not God exists, then I'm not too interested.
Are you going to answer the question or no?
No,
are you going
it's not related to the topic.
It is relatable.
Wait,
to the
so
topic.
how is this related to the topic? Go ahead.
You'll understand after you answer the question.
Because I actually know for a fact that it's not related to the topic.
It is related to the topic. It is.
Yeah, wait. Because what you need to do is actually establish that God exists. And I think you might just be a bit
it will
confused.
prove that God must exist. Can you answer the question or no?
Yeah, wait. Do you have a refutation of the argument I gave you?
I'm
so sorry because I actually gave you an argument in the beginning.
Look, he's not going to answer the question.
I gave you an argument in the beginning and you didn't refute it. So are you ready to accept that God doesn't exist? We can talk about whatever you want to talk about after you acknowledge that God doesn't exist.
According to logical reasoning, a God must exist.
We can go to whatever pivot you're interested in.
According to logic, God must exist. Do you agree with that, or do you disagree with that?
Exist.
According to logic, God must exist. Do you disagree or do you agree?
What's the argument for that?
Do you agree or you disagree?
I'm agnostic. What's the argument for that?
Okay, so you don't know.
Yeah, I'm agnostic.
So
what's the argument for why God exists? Let's hear it. Oh, he got removed for hate speech. That's crazy. Wow, what a stellar start. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. Double tapping on that screen. Yeah, least hateful presuppositionalist, most like Jesus presuppositionalist. But make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. If you want to support the stream, Venmo's allegedly-Ian. Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Appreciate any and all support. And with that, we can go to the very next guest. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older, that you believe in the God of the Bible, Torah, or Quran, and that you have an argument which does not involve personal experience. And with that, we can go to the very next guest. All right.
Yo.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, Ian? 30.
And what religion?
I believe in God.
Yeah.
And Jesus.
So what's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
That doesn't? I say like a God signature and a bunch of things, a bunch of living things. You know what I mean?
What do you mean God signature? I actually don't know what you mean. Explain that.
Okay, like, you know what a fractal is?
I do know what a fractal is, yeah.
Okay, so you know what a Fibonacci sequence is?
I'm aware of the Fibonacci sequence. So what does that mean, God is real?
So it's kind of like a signature of intelligence that's in multiple things, multiple creations, flowers, the way your hair grows out, your DNA.
So why is this indicative of the existence of a God rather than just like an efficient way to do some sort of building operation? Like maybe this is just the efficient way to make flowers, and that's why evolution arrived at it.
So the the fish came out of the water, and then spiral was just an easy thing to do.
I mean, more or less, right? Like they can just evolve into the spiral. That's why bees make hexagons, because it's an extremely efficient shape to make. Things in nature tend to discover mathematical truths just via their evolution because of how efficient things get.
Yeah. I mean, you said outside personal experience. I mean, the fact that you're even able to do this, you speak of hail Satan at certain points when you celebrate.
Yeah, only when it's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, are you anti like humor, or what's the deal?
No, do you think you would be able to say that if there wasn't a God?
I do, yeah, because I can talk about lots of fictional characters. I can talk about Santa Claus. I can talk about the Easter Bunny.
So now
I can talk
Satan
about
is
Superman. Yeah, I can talk about lots of fictional characters, definitely.
So now Satan is fictional to you.
Yeah,
correct?
as is God. Yes, correct.
That's crazy, man.
You got an argument, or is it just that's crazy, man? Because that's crazy, man, isn't an argument, unfortunately.
I mean, I said a very big one. I mean, people have personal experience. You said we can't use the main thing, something that you.
Yeah,
have,
it's just not debatable, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like when when people come up here and try to describe it to you, something that you cannot seem to fathom at all. It's like you put blinders on them and tell them to stay within a certain perspective.
Well, yeah. So what
explain it to you.
Yeah, gotcha. And I'll explain why. So what I'm looking for is debates, and unfortunately, personal experiences aren't debatable.
Hold on, what'd you say?
Yeah, I'm looking for debates, and personal experiences aren't debatable.
So I'll by Bible I'll tell you why it's impossible for you to see God and people like you. You want me to explain it?
Oh wait, I mean, why would I take seriously a book that says that you can own humans as farming equipment?
Yeah, that was another one. You spoke of slave.
Yeah.
The Hebrew word for slave is avidim. Look up what that means. Your
wait,
people
so
have
let's
made a
just
mockery of what it is to be
let's
a
get
servant,
clear on definitions. So what do you take a slave to be?
There's two definitions, because remember, see who's being used by Satan the most in this world, and
that's not what I asked. Is what do you take a slave to be? Can you give me a definition of slave?
To making a mockery.
Yeah,
So,
listen, and I understand
slave-
why you wouldn't want to engage with the point, because it tears your worldview in half. But I'm trying to figure out. Do you know what a slave is? Could you define slave for me?
Yeah, I think a slave is from Slav, and it means like to be a servant.
No,
You get
because
what
you
I
can have a servant. You can like serve somebody without being owned by them. Slavery specifically refers to a person who is owned as property. Do you take issue with that
Okay, a person.
definition?
No, because I know that it was translated from Hebrew, and the word that you're speaking of is called avidim.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Now, if you-
I super didn't ask. Do you agree that in Leviticus 25:44 through 46, it says twice that you can own them as property, and once that they're your possession? So 3 separate times it affirms the textbook definition of a slave.
I think you have the wrong idea. It's a property in terms of like becoming part of your household.
Okay, wait.
Like,
So do you so we'll
as
just
Alfred is the Batman.
we'll get really
Alfred would
linear
be a
with
slave.
you. I'll get really linear with you because you're not able to like track or keep up. So do you disagree that a slave is a person who you own as property, or do you disagree that the Bible says you can own people as property in Leviticus?
I don't disagree that the Bible says it. I think the idea that you got of it comes from only what you know of the transatlantic slave trade and the
Actually,
Arab
do
slave
you
trade.
reject one
But
or
then-
two? Do you reject one that a slave is a person who you can own as property, or two that the Bible says in Leviticus 25 that you can own people as property? Which of those two things do you
I don't
reject?
reject any of those. I don't
Gotcha.
reject
So then
any
you
of those.
accept that the Bible says
I
that
don't
you can
reject
own
any of those.
slaves.
Yeah, but I also understand that that's not where the Bible ends, and I should treat people like how I want to be treated. Like think about what the Bible says.
Yeah.
Do you think that we'll be in heaven and
fuck no.
and
So-
Esau will be
so
serving
my,
us and we'll be what?
Yeah. Do
Treating them
you
like trash? You think we'll
was
be
it
treating
was
them
it
like trash?
perfect when
We won't
God
be
said that
treating
you
them
could
like
own
trash.
slaves?
Huh?
Was it perfect when God said that you can own slaves? Was that good?
No, because you're misquoting God. But it was perfect when he said you could
wait.
own Evita.
Do you want to
have
hear the
Edom.
verse? Are you interested? I can just read the verse to you if you're.
If you give me the verse, read it in Hebrew.
I don't speak Hebrew, and I think that if I tried to sound out the Hebrew words, that would be completely disrespectful. But if you want to be a good faith Gary instead of a bad faith Barry, we can just read the verse out, and then we can evaluate whether or not this is talking about slavery.
I mean, like I'm saying, you because I noticed you go to that part a lot.
Do you want me to read the verse to you?
I mean, you can read it
Gotcha.
in your language.
Yeah, let's hear the verse. Yeah. So as for the male and female slaves whom you may have, it is from the nations around you that you may acquire male and female slaves. You may also acquire them from among the aliens residing with you, and from their families who are with you, who have been born in your land. They may be your property. You may keep them as possessions for your children after you, for them to inherit as property. These you may treat as slaves, but as for your fellow Israelites, no one shall rule over the other with harshness. So do you acknowledge that what it's saying is that you can own people as property, or do you reject that?
Yes, but today the slave of I mean the
so
word
much,
slave.
Christina Carroll, appreciate that.
The word slave comes from the word avidum. It doesn't mean.
I didn't ask. So do you acknowledge that it's saying that you can own slaves?
You didn't ask. The definition of
Was
the word
it
is
good
the
when
most
God
important
said
factor
that
in
you
here.
can own slaves?
You're basically asking.
Was it good when God said that you can own slaves? Was that good?
I would say yes.
So you think slavery was
depends.
good? That the Bible sanctioned slavery is good?
You gotta understand
Slavery
the
is
definition
bad,
of a slave.
actually. Wait, so why do you think that you should be allowed to beat your slaves as well, like it says in Exodus?
I mean, not me personally.
Oh, gotcha. Wait, so do you think God was wrong when he said that you can beat your slaves with a rod?
No.
Oh, gotcha. So
you
you support God in his opinion that you should beat your slaves with a rod. You're on board with God for beating slaves with rods.
I mean, I wouldn't personally do it, but I mean, if he said that there's a reasoning for saying it.
Yeah, of course, God knows best. Do you think that it's just to make grape victims marry their grapists? Do you think that that's a just thing?
Nah.
Gotcha. So you think it was unjust when God said that any grapist or any grape victim who is not married must marry their grapist? You think that was just?
See, from this, you don't even understand what the concept of marrying is. I mean,
wait,
if you were raped
I'm
by
so sorry.
someone,
I'm so sorry. I just want to know, do you think it was just when God said that grape victims need to marry their grapists? Do you think that was just?
I mean, I don't know why he would say it. I don't know the spiritual reason behind it.
Do you think it's
I never
just or
prayed on
no?
that.
Yes or no? Is it just?
I mean, if he says it, then it's just.
Gotcha. So you think it's actually just to force grape victims to marry their grapists?
If he said it, then it's just.
Do you think that we should implement it today?
Why he would say that? Huh?
Do you think we should implement it today?
I mean,
this is an easy question.
Should implement it today?
Yeah. Do you think we should implement it today?
What, that a rapist has to marry the person they raped, or
that the grape victim has to marry the rapist. Do you think we should implement that today?
Personally, for my opinion, no. But
so you disagree with
I
God?
didn't create it. But my opinion doesn't matter because I didn't create. I don't have any creations.
So you have faith that would be a good law to implement today. That grape victims need to marry their grapists.
No, that's not what I said.
Gotcha. Wait, so you disagree with God then?
No.
Okay, then you agree with God, and you agree that it's just to force grape victims to marry their grapists.
I say personally, I wouldn't do that, but I don't have any creations. I'm not the creator of anything.
So do you disagree with God? CJ, appreciate that. Thank you so much.
No, I do not.
So if you don't disagree with God, then you agree with God. So you agree that law was just. If it's a just law, why not implement it today?
I already said if he says it.
Yeah, so why not implement it today if it's just?
I mean, I'm not in control of what's implemented.
Yeah, but if you were in charge of the United States of America, would you implement it?
No, but that's me personally.
Okay, so
Did I create
if it was
the
just
earth?
back
No.
then, why isn't it still just today?
Huh?
If it was just to force grape victims to marry their grapists back then, why wouldn't it be just to force grape victims to marry their to marry their grapists
Because
today? Why wouldn't that be just?
obviously the majority of people are not following God. They're following the law of man. I
But
mean,
I'm just
it's
asking
legal
you.
for it's legal for a transgender to think about
I
kids'
didn't
private
ask. Don't
parts and
care.
ask them
What question did I ask you?
I'm just saying, I'm giving an example.
I didn't ask about any of that. What question did I ask you?
So like I said,
What question did I ask you? Do you remember? Do you remember the question that I asked you?
You're talking about the law of man and the law
Do
of
you remember the question I asked you, or were you not listening?
I was listening.
Gotcha.
I mean,
so what question did I ask you?
You said, well, should it be implemented today?
Yeah, well, so specifically what I'm looking for is if it was just back then, why would it not be just today? Why wouldn't it be just today?
Proof of God, not what you're looking for. So you just admitted it is what you're looking for. Right?
I'm not sure. I know you're
want.
trying to wriggle out of this because you look fucking crazy right now. But let's just stick with this.
I'm not rigging anything.
I just want to know. Wait. I'm still curious because that was like a phenomenal non-answer. Why, if it was just back then, would it not be just today?
Because you are under the you're speaking of the law of man versus the law of God.
Yeah. So why wouldn't we want to implement the law of God?
Why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't we?
We would want to. We would want to.
Gotcha. So then you do want to force grape victims to marry the grapists.
You don't understand all of his ways, because
so you do want that? That's crazy. That's disgusting.
No, I told you what I personally feel like.
Yeah.
I have no
so you just disagree with God then? I don't know how you do these like mental gymnastics so intensely. But I think you've been thoroughly twisted into a pretzel. So I'll move on to the next one. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. If you want to support the stream, Venmo's allegedly-Ian. Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Appreciate any and all support. Kat, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Cash App. Hail, Kat. Hail, 666. And a big hail, Satan. I appreciate that. W Kat in that comment section. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older, that you believe in the God of the Bible, Torah, or Quran. And with that, we can go to the very next guest. Let's see. Who's it gonna be? All right, let's try to get someone on up here. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Ragu, if you're talking, I can't hear you. All right. Hey, thank you so much, Melanie, for the subscription. Appreciate it.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Pretty good.
How old are you?
19.
Okay, and what religion?
A Christian.
Okay, what's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
All right. I'm going to just give you an example. If you look at Christianity, and you look at what Christians are doing around the world compared to, per se, somebody, like yourself, for example, that doesn't believe, like, look at what Christians are doing for people, going on mission trips and helping people. And what are you doing? You're sitting here arguing with people on TikTok.
Yeah. If we just want to say let's look what Christians are doing. Let's look what Christians are doing. Why is the Catholic Church on the brink of bankruptcy again? Do you know? Are you aware?
I'm not talking about the Catholic Church.
But I'm just it's just for some reason churches are on the brink of bankruptcy because they couldn't stop diddling kids, and then the higher ups would cover it up. So that's just so weird that we look into the world at what the Christians are doing, and what they're doing is children.
There's going to be bad apples in every group. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like a majority.
I thought your entire argument was literally look at how good Christians are.
As a majority, so there's going to be a piece of shit in every, they might claim to be a Christian, but anybody that truly believes in God and follows his word is not going to be somebody that's going to go out and rape children. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd certainly hope
what
so. But if we actually look at the rate at which people believe in God, like their religion, and the prevalence of crimes in society, there's actually no correlation between religion and moral failings, which means that this point is just like statistically untrue.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell me what you have done to better society.
What have I done to better society? Well, listen,
Yes,
I'm
you're.
talking about like by and large. If you want to hear about the things that I've personally done to better society, tons of volunteering to bring STEM opportunities to a wide range of people. That's what I did in high school and college. But
STEM
I'm not really
opportunity.
interested in talking about me and my personal life. What I'm interested in talking about is why God is real. So, what's your argument for why God is real?
The presence of God is what people who truly believe in Him and are following His word are doing. You can see, yeah, sure. You can say that the Catholic Church has people that are raping kids. That's
Yeah.
horrible. Those people are going straight to hell. There's no argument in that.
Oh, but
Um,
not if they repent, though.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so as long as they repent, then they get to spend eternity with Jesus.
okay. So that's the whole basis of Christianity is
Yeah, I
forgiveness
know.
for what you've done wrong.
Yeah, so the most morally righteous, like Muslim person or the most morally righteous atheist gets to burn in hell for all eternity, whereas a Christian who grapes children and then says, "My bad, God." Jeffrey Dahmer is chilling in heaven because he found God in prison, whereas all of his victims, if they happen to be atheist or not Christian, then they're in hell forever.
So you don't find it, a good thing that somebody that was that terrible of a person at one point in time, he was an awful person killing people. I'm not, that's not who he's being judged as the person who saw what he was doing wrong and repented and made a change. I'm not, I
Gotcha.
don't know what Jeffrey Dahmer did at the end of his life. I'm not here to speak on that.
He found God and repented. So do you think that if all that's true, if he did find God and repent, that Jeffrey Dahmer is enjoying the fields of heaven today?
Everybody finds God at a different point in their life,
It's a yes or no.
That's-
Is Jeffrey Dahmer in heaven right now if it's true that he found God?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
If he truly found God and truly saw the obviously the flaws in what he was doing, nothing what he was doing was good. But the whole point of Christianity and God is the forgiveness for who you were at one point in your life.
So, and then I have a follow-up question to that. So it says that the only way to get into heaven is through Jesus, but Jewish people don't go through Jesus. So do you think like all the victims of like the Holocaust are burning in hell right now, whereas you think it's a good possibility that Jeffrey Dahmer is roaming around heaven eating lunch with Jesus? That's your worldview, that all these innocent people who were genocided straight to hell being tortured right now, whereas Jeffrey Dahmer gets to enjoy his afterlife.
I'm not here to debate on that. Is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you probably would want to move away from that point. Yeah, I understand.
Okay, that's just a baited question. There's no good answer to that. What I'm talking about is the people that truly follow God, that believe in His word and are serving Him, are out doing better things for their community. They're here. They're helping people. They're feeding people. They're going to Africa and building churches and schools for these children that aren't able to have the things that they need to have a prosperous life, and they're taking time out of their everyday lives. That's hard work. They're going there to better those children's lives and to give them an opportunity that they wouldn't have from like what have you done to help those people? Like you're sitting here on fucking TikTok thinking you're helping the world. Like what
I don't
are
think
you
I'm helping
doing?
the world. I think this is my hobby. This isn't about like helping the world. This is about like helping people think critically.
So what I'm saying is why
I don't
view-
claim that this is like some form of altruism. Like coming up here and saying like, well, you're not doing altruism by doing this. Like, yeah, I agree. It's it's a TikTok debate, my dude. I think you might be just a bit confused as to your location right now. And you know, it might be true that the kids who believe in Santa Claus are more likely to behave every year around Christmas. But just because the kids who believe in Santa Claus behave better than the kids who don't believe in Santa Claus, that doesn't mean that Santa Claus is real. So what's your argument for why God is real? Or do I need to move on to the next guest who actually might be able to provide an argument?
What I'm talking about is the fact that people who follow God and are Christians, what the hell is that? That are, you know, living that lifestyle the way that Jesus intended for them. They are bettering their community more than, you know, somebody who doesn't believe in God, and
Sounds
that
good.
is the presence of God to me.
Yeah, good for them. If what it takes to be a good person is to believe in an imaginary friend, I say more power to them.
Okay. I guess we can agree to disagree on that. I think that following God and the Bible pushes you to be a more like a truly just a better person inside and out.
Yeah, that's so nice. I think that you can do all those things without God. I think that you can reconnect with each other, and additionally,
that I'm not,
the
I don't
truth
disagree with that at
that
all.
we are all here for a finite amount of time, and that we need to make the most of it. That to me is very empowering, and I think could help lots of people also be a good person. I just don't think that you need lots of stories or an imaginary friend to not be a dick to the people around you.
And that may
Especially
be the truth,
considering
but
that God literally says that you should do all kinds of like super immoral things.
what I'm saying is that may be the truth, that, you know, people can come to that conclusion without God or Jesus or the Bible. But what is wrong? What is so bad about believing in God and Jesus and the Bible if it brings you to be a better person? You
Yeah,
know what I'm
you
saying?
can believe in it. That's not the claim I'm making. Isn't like you shouldn't believe in the Bible. It's that God isn't real. You're making an ethical claim. Or like a normative claim about what people should or shouldn't do. I'm making a metaphysical claim about what is and isn't real. These are just two different types of claims. If you want to believe in an imaginary friend, it's your prerogative to do it. But I just feel like we're kind of talking past each other, and I can't keep on
Yeah, I think we're
explaining that
maybe
exact
making two
idea over and over again.
Yeah, I can.
I'll probably move on to the next guest, but I do appreciate you coming on up here. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. If you want to support the stream, the Venmo's allegedly Ian. Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Both of them are in my bio. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, dropping that follow as well if you never want to miss a debate in the future. And with that, we can go to the next guest. What's up? How's it going? No stress. Are you there?
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
Okay. And what religion?
I don't follow religion. I'm Christian.
Oh, well, fuck, you shouldn't have said that, because I'm only looking to, if you're a Christian, you're welcome to come back up. But when you say no religion, that's confusing. Your religion is Christian. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Jaden?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Yeah, what religion?
Hi, I'm Christian.
Yeah, what's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
I got you. Can I ask you a question real quick?
I just asked you one, but sure, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say, I know you don't want to talk personal experience, but I'm like, if you want, you could tell me why you choose not to believe in God.
Yeah, gotcha. So I don't believe in God because of all of the grotesque suffering that's in the world, the fact that kids get cancer, the fact that our sun gives us cancer, the existence of malaria, a disease which has literally wiped out half of the population, the existence of earthquakes, the existence of hurricanes, the fact that all of these, like that the earth is like foundationally cruel to us seems pretty unexpected if we believe that God is loving and that he made everything.
Okay, cool, gotcha. Okay, then, so this goes into it, but I'm gonna state this real quick. I've noticed you were a little passive aggressive with the other people. You know, some people were aggressive with you.
Yeah,
like
I'm
sorry.
passive aggressive. Yeah.
Okay, and then, you know, whatever, that's how you are. But I'm not trying to be a type of way towards you. I'm not trying to be aggressive or anything towards you. I'm not going to be like everybody else. So I just want to state that at the beginning. But I heard you speaking about, cruel and fairness and stuff like that. Where do you get your morality from?
Oh, I can just be a Platonist about all that stuff.
I'm sorry, I
I
didn't
can
hear
just
you.
be
What
a
was that?
Platonist. I can say that these like propositions exist, like mind independently.
So you base your morality independently off of yourself?
No, that's the opposite of what I said. That these can just be like abstract objects that exist. That propositions can just be abstract objects.
So do you believe in relative morality?
No.
Okay, then how do you identify what is technically
Gotcha.
cruel?
So gotcha. Wait. So I want to point out to the audience. So we've now shifted the question. Where at first your inquiry was about whether or not I could ground any moral facts in the atheist worldview, and because you have no pushback against the description that I've given you, you've now pivoted to the epistemic question of how do I know what is and isn't a moral fact.
No. What I'm doing is I'm stating this at first, what you perceive as morality, so I could get into why I believe in a God. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
all.
I mean, I'm a moral particularist. I think that rules, like hardline moral rules, tend to break down at edge cases. So the only rules that exist are like particulars that, depending on like figuring out what you should or shouldn't do in any given situation, is just going to depend on the particulars.
Okay, so like, for instance, like murdering of an innocent child, I think that's wrong in every case.
Yeah.
Do you
Wait. So
agree?
if you don't murder the innocent child, the entire universe is going to be destroyed in like a grotesque amount of suffering. Do you think it's unjust to murder the innocent child? Because if you don't do it, the entire universe gets like tortured. So
I don't understand what you mean by that.
yeah, okay, wait. So if you either murder the innocent child and avoid infinite torture for infinite beings, or you don't do it and you cause infinite torture for infinite beings, suddenly the particulars of the situation change. When we add like different elements to it, suddenly there become situations where it's not so crazy.
I feel like you're over technicalizing it. What I'm trying to say is, if somebody
You said it
killed
was
a
always
child-
wrong. I'm giving you a circumstance where it's not.
So you think in a certain circumstance it's not wrong to kill a child, an innocent
Yeah,
child?
I mean, so if the circumstance is kill this child or infinite people will be tortured forever, I don't think it's wrong to kill the child. If the alternative is infinite people get tortured forever.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's an interesting example, but I just mean that's like a hypothetical in a sense that is not what's happening.
Well, but you're putting forward a moral rule. You're saying like this is true in all cases, so I'm just giving you a case where it's not true.
Yeah, but I'm giving you a real world possibility event that actually does occur every day, and you're giving me a hypothetical that doesn't occur.
Yeah, wait, so if what you want to say is that generally, in general as a heuristic, this is like a good way to navigate life, I'd probably agree with you in terms of like navigating life. But if what you want to talk about instead is philosophy and ethics, then it's going to be the case that we're working in the realm of the hypothetical. We need to engage with hypotheticals in order to figure out what's ethical and what's not ethical.
Yeah, but your example you're using is almost appealing to something that's very drastic, as if like my example is the sense that my opinion that I believe in a God, like if that's right or wrong, like the thing that I'm stating is like very grand, just like what you're stating is grand,
Yeah, I mean, I just don't really. I'm just not sure what this does. Like pointing out that the hypothetical is a hypothetical. Like, good job. I don't know why you think that does anything.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, in the world, in every circumstance, killing of an innocent child is always wrong.
That's not true in every circumstance.
Like I said, the killing of an innocent child, that is objectively wrong.
Well, not in every circumstance, certainly not. Because again, if the alternative was infinite people get tortured forever, then I don't know, I could see how somebody could come to the conclusion that that's actually fine.
Okay, then what is the evidence that is possible?
That's possible? Don't you literally believe in hell? It's a hypothetical.
Yes, but God is just.
But there's no logical contradiction entailed by infinite people being tortured forever So I guess that's the hypothetical.
Yeah, but so you said well in the Bible that there's hell. I believe in hell, and doesn't God do that? Well, God in the Bible, the God that I believe in, He is just, so He doesn't send innocent children to hell.
Oh, that actually creates a bigger problem for you, because if you sit down and count up all the people who have been unalived throughout the course of human history, 95% of them are, so 400 billion of them are going to be children, which means that you think the population of heaven is 99% children who just got unalived. So there's two things. One, that disproves God because that's unjust. It's not just that 99% of the people in heaven didn't have to do anything to earn it. And two, if 99% of the people in heaven didn't earn it,
But
then why doesn't God just make everyone in heaven?
That's on the basis that you're assuming that you have to earn something to get into heaven.
Gotcha. Wait. So do you think it's just? Do you think it's like fair that 99% of the people in heaven didn't earn it? Do you think that's fair?
Like I said, it's not to go
You
to
have no
heaven.
idea. You're stumbling over yourself. Wait. So do you think that's fair that 99% of the people in heaven didn't earn it?
Hey, slow down. We don't have to be passive aggressive. What I'm trying to say is,
it's not passive aggressive. It's just aggressive. Answer the question.
there might be a lag, but let me get to it. You're not letting me finish my sentence. What you're saying, your claim is not even scriptural to the Bible, that you're pretty much saying you have to earn something to get to heaven, and that is totally wrong.
Do you think it's fair that 99% of the people in heaven didn't earn it?
They were innocent children, so I do think that is fair.
Gotcha. So if 99% of the people in heaven didn't earn it, why doesn't God just make everyone in heaven?
Why are you going over what I'm saying?
You're actually projecting that, because that's exactly what you're doing to me. I just want to know, why would God not make everyone in heaven if He doesn't mind 99% of the population of heaven not earning it?
Feel free to tell me where scripturally, I don't know if you do know or not, but feel free to tell me scripturally where it says that God isn't just and would not allow an innocent child who was killed to go to heaven.
Yeah, so it's not fair that everyone else has to live these lives where they have the possibility of going to hell, whereas all of these babies just get the fast track to heaven. That's an extremely unfair thing, that they get so lucky and that all the people living life are actually the unlucky ones. But I'm still curious, do you think it's just? I mean, at that point, like, why would God not just make everyone in heaven?
Because I'm not God, so I can't say, oh, I think it would be right or wrong to do this, but it does say scripturally that God is just, so
why doesn't God make everyone in heaven? I want an answer to this.
Why doesn't He make everyone in heaven?
Yeah, if 99% of the people in heaven already didn't do anything to get there, why doesn't He just make everyone in heaven? Why not make 100% of the people in heaven not do anything to get there?
Because it's not based off of your works. Nobody.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And what's it? Is it based off of random chance?
No, like I just said, he's just, and based off of the circumstance of if a child dies,
what's it based off
they
of?
had no control. What is it based off of? I just told you, like, it's based off of putting your faith in Him.
Did the 99% of the population of heaven, did all those children, did they have faith in Jesus?
No, that's why it says.
Gotcha. So if 99% of the people in heaven got to heaven without having faith in Jesus, why not just make 100% of the people in heaven get there without having any faith in Jesus?
It's because you're excluding what I'm saying. You're totally sticking out like what I've also been pointing out to you, and you're just totally ignoring it. It also says in the Bible that God is also just. Okay, so it's just for Him to. He sees it fair and just that an innocent child that didn't get to make the decision to put their faith in Him or not, He lets them and allows them to go into heaven.
Yeah, but why wouldn't God just put everyone in heaven? Why wouldn't He just make everyone in heaven?
Because an adult, a person who chooses...
No, wait, you're confused. No one gets to adulthood in this situation because they're all made in heaven. There's no such thing as adults in this situation.
Okay, someone in the world who has the conscious decision to choose to reject Jesus.
No one has that. Wait, you're confused. Nobody gets to this point in this situation.
Yes, you do. That's
so if everyone's made in heaven,
when everyone turns their life to Jesus,
how do you get the choice to reject Jesus?
by not confessing that you believe in him.
Do the 99% of babies in heaven,
See,
the
there
dead
you go
babies in
again. You
heaven,
keep-
did they
you keep
confess
going
that
in a
they
circle.
love Jesus?
No.
Did the babies confess that?
You see, you're ignoring what I'm saying. You keep going in a circle. I keep
It
saying
only
he's
feels like a
also
circle
just.
because I'm bringing you back to the same point that I've been making
No,
this
it's-
entire
no,
time.
it's because
The only
you
person who's
don't
going in a circle is
understand the
you as
God
you
of the Bible.
try
No, it's
unsuccessfully
because you
to
are
rectify your
ignoring-
nonsense worldview, and then I drag
it's-
you back to the same point that I've been
No, you're
making for
not,
the last
because you
10
keep
minutes.
No, it's because you keep ignoring my previous point and not adding that to the equation. You're just ignoring it.
You're fundamentally just not understanding the objection that if God made everyone in heaven, as he made 99% of the people in heaven,
You're ignoring that
then
Jesus,
it would be
God
so
is
much
just.
chiller.
You're ignoring that God is just.
And
okay?
how is it
You have to
just
add
that 99% of people in heaven did nothing to get there?
Because it's not based off of your works, dude. I
Wait.
told you like
do you
three
think
times.
that? But you're literally describing actions. When I ask you what it takes to get into heaven, you describe an action, forming
Yes.
a relationship with Jesus, having faith
Yes,
in Jesus.
that's-
All
that's-
of these things
that's
are
just.
actions. So why
That's
did
why it's
99% of the
just.
people in heaven do no action to get there? How is
That's
that
why,
just?
because it's just because an innocent child who doesn't have any conscience of understanding the whole idea of putting your faith into Jesus Christ, that if they die, an innocent child or a baby or an infant, since they can't make that decision on their own, then that's why God says, like, that's why he's just that they could go to heaven. The baby
Yeah,
could go to heaven.
we were all innocent children at one point. So when we were all innocent children, why wouldn't God just bring us all up to heaven at that point?
Why wouldn't he bring us all up to heaven as babies?
Why not? Because we're all innocent children, right? Why not just bring us all up at that point?
I don't know.
You have no idea. So this is a
piece of.
this is something in your worldview that you have literally no explanation for. All right. Do you have anything else?
Okay, if you don't believe in God, why does it agitate you so much? Why are you so bothered by it?
Wait, nobody's bothered right now. You're getting
You're
torn in
clearly-
half, but I understand you're probably a bit
torn in
concussed
half.
because you just got slammed on your own points.
Dude, you went in a circle, dude. You went in a circle.
Yeah, it only felt like a
constantly,
circle
and
because of
everyone
the
in
concussion that you got from
comments
getting slammed so
Everyone
hard.
in the comments are reading. And
Wait,
are
nobody. I don't give a
acknowledging,
fuck about the comments. Engage with the argument.
Why are you so mad again? Hey,
Nobody's
dude,
mad
for
but you.
Hey,
You're just
definitely
projecting.
God bless you, bro. Hey, God bless you, bro.
Yeah, you
for
should
real,
run.
love you, bro.
Yeah, you did really badly in
running,
this
dude.
discussion.
I'm a run, dude. You would kick
You're stumbling
me
over
before I
yourself.
run.
You don't even have a
You would kick
comeback.
me-
That's
dude,
pathetic.
Hey, you would kick me. You would kick me before I run, and that would just prove my point.
No,
you know
I'm not
that,
going
right?
to kick you, but I got a question for you. Do you think it was perfect when God said that you can own people as slaves? Do you think that was perfect?
Perfect.
Yeah, do you think it was perfect?
I think when he said that, when he was saying that, he was tightening the noose on their idea of what was right and wrong. That's what was happening.
What question did I ask you?
It was an indentured
What question
servitude.
did I ask you?
Would the Bible have the book of Philemon?
What question did I ask you?
Would God
What question
support
did I
the
ask
book
you?
of- You said slavery is that good?
No, you don't even know the question. Was it perfect when God said you can own slaves?
How could
It's a yes or
why
no.
are you perfect? Sure, yeah. Let's
Oh,
say
so
yes.
you think slavery was perfect?
an indentured servitude of BC era? Yes, it was an
So,
indentured
okay.
servitude, dude.
Yeah, let's get clear on definition. So an indentured servant is someone who gets something in exchange and then works a contract where they
That's
get no
literally what they
pay.
did. Doctors in
Whereas
the
a
first
slave
century
is a
also,
person
doctors
who
were
you own
indentured
as
servants,
property.
dude.
So
Study-
are you
study
of the
for the
position? So
Roman
what
Empire.
did these slaves get? The people described in Leviticus 25, 44 through 46. If
working
it's
it off.
indentured servitude, what did they get in exchange?
You quoted the verse. You read it for me.
Yeah, I can read the verse for you. I just want to know, what did they get in exchange? Let's see if you can figure that out. As for the male and female slaves whom you may have, it is from the nations around you that you may acquire male and female slaves. You may also acquire them from among the aliens residing with you and from their families who are with you who have been born in your land. They may be your property. You may keep them as possessions for your children, for them to inherit as property. These you may treat as slaves, but as for your fellow Israelites, no one shall rule over the other with harshness. So what did they get in exchange?
You
have no idea. You're stumbling over yourself again. What did they get in exchange?
Why do they need something in exchange?
Because
I don't
that's
know
the
what you're
definition
saying.
of an indentured servant.
Yeah, that's how they were. Okay.
Yeah, so what did they
okay,
get in exchange? Tell me.
It says you be a part of your home.
So they get to be a member of the family?
That's what the word said. Did
Yeah,
it
so
not?
wait, where does it say make them a part of your home, first of all? And second of all, it also says that you can beat them with a rod. Do you beat the people in your home with a rod?
The reason I'm not saying this because
Yes or
it's
no
my
question.
opinion.
Do you beat the people in your home with a rod? Yes or no?
No.
So then they aren't indentured servants, they're slaves.
Let me explain to you. So the reason they beat people with a rod back then is because they didn't have a government system. They didn't have police officers. They didn't have any of that. So the people themselves in the tribe or in their land, the form of punishment they used was doing that. That's what they had.
So why would wait, because
history.
this
This isn't
isn't
my
their
opinion,
society.
but
This is what God told them to do. God told them beat these people with a rod.
Yeah,
You can
because
beat them
they
with a
were
rod.
burning babies on altars and sacrificing.
Yeah, so why didn't
people
God
and
say
rescuing.
why didn't God say thou shalt not beat anyone with a rod? Why didn't God say
Because
that?
God is just and loving. So
Do you think
what
it was
he did
just and
was,
loving to
like I
beat these
said,
slaves with a rod? Do you think that's just and
how about
loving?
let me finish my sentence,
Do you,
please? I
yes or
would
no? Do you think
appreciate
it's
it.
just and loving to beat people with a rod?
Can I finish my sentence?
Are you gonna
And
answer
I'll
the question?
acknowledge that. I will if you let me
Go
finish
for
my
it.
sentence. Okay, thank you. I do think so because whenever he was saying that, he was tightening the noose on what they were doing before. He was trying to get rid of that sin. If he was for slavery and he just really read the book of Philemon in the New Testament, he says, take your brother back no longer as a slave, but as brother in Christ.
So it
You're
so it
laughing,
was
but it's true.
just to be clear. So it is
No, you're
just and
laughing
loving
because it's
to
true.
beat humans who are your property with a
Why would he
rod.
write the
That is
book?
a
Why would the
just
book
and
of,
loving
why
thing
is
for
the book
God
of,
to do.
Okay, then why is the book of Philemon in the New Testament then? If God was so loving on slavery, if he loved it so much, if he wasn't tightening the noose on slavery,
Wait, what do you mean by tightening the noose? What does
he
that even
was
mean?
slowly closing the gap of
Wait,
sin.
so
by
why didn't
what
God
they were
just say,
doing.
thou shalt not own slaves? So God had no problem saying, you shall not eat shrimp. So which is worse? Owning
No,
people
he
as
didn't say thou
property?
shalt not.
Wait,
He did
I
not
haven't even
say
asked
thou shalt
I haven't
not
even asked the question. Which is
He
worse?
didn't say thou shalt
Eating
not.
people as or owning people as property or eating shellfish? Which of these things is worse?
Dude, you're
Stumbling
doing
over
a
yourself
straw
again.
man.
Just answer the question. Which is worse?
Why are you being so aggressive again,
Yeah,
dude?
because you're a dumb
We're
fuck and
having-
you deserve it.
What, dude? We're having a civil debate.
No, we're not.
As-
I'm slamming you. You're getting bashed right now.
Why? What does that give you, dude? Like,
Lots of satisfaction. Tearing you in half feels great. God, it's
Okay,
really
well,
easy
hey,
too.
dude.
You sound like you're on the verge of tears. You're welcome to cry. That would make me feel even better.
No, I'm all good, dude. Love
Yeah,
you,
wait.
bro.
So I'm just gonna ask you the question again that you dodged. So which is
That's fine.
worse, owning people as property or eating shellfish? Which of these things is worse?
Those were two different things. One was a
Which is
ceremonial
worse?
law. One was a ceremonial law.
Which
What was
is
the other one?
worse?
You can't even answer. What was the other one? One was a
Which is
ceremonial law. What was
worse?
the other one? No.
Which
no,
is
no.
worse, eating
you wanna quote
shellfish or
scripture
owning
so
people as
much.
property? Which is
wanna quote-
worse?
If you want to kick me, you're going to be running.
Which is worse?
Are you going to kick and
Which
run?
I'm not kicking you. I'm
great.
asking you to
No,
answer the
I just wanted
question.
to- I
Which
just
is
wanted to get that
worse?
clear because if
Which
you
is
kick me,
worse?
it's gonna show
Owning
you
people
that
as
you're
property.
wrong.
Answer the question. Which is worse?
So the-
Owning people as property or eating shellfish? Why can't you answer the question?
Because you don't understand yourself. You're quoting stuff and
Answer
you're
the
getting it
question.
wrong.
Which is worse?
You're quoting and you're getting it wrong,
Which
dude.
is worse?
You're quoting it and
Which
you're
is
getting
worse?
it wrong.
Answer the question. Nobody cares.
Those were
Answer
two
the
different
question.
types of laws. It's because those were two different laws for two different types of people, dude.
What was the question?
That's what
How
I'm
do you
trying
think
to
that
get at.
answers it?
You can't even quote
How do you
scripture
think that answers
correctly.
the? How do you think that answers the
Dude,
question?
it's a straw man argument.
How
That's
do you think
why.
that? You don't know what a wait. A question isn't an argument. It can't be a straw man. You're confused.
No, what you're saying is you're saying that those were two different things. Those
Yeah,
were two
wait.
different
So
things.
wait. Yeah, I understand that they're two different things, but I'm asking you which one is worse? Because God had no problem saying no shellfish. So why wouldn't God say
That
no
was
slaves?
ceremonial.
If you wait, I just want basic acknowledgement. I'm not even asking you about anything related to God. I'm just asking you, just as these concepts on their own, which is worse, eating
Then that
shellfish
ties
or
back
owning
to
slaves?
yeah, well, that ties back to morality. Anyone
Which
that's
is
listening,
worse?
how can you appeal to
Which
morality? and
is
something being-
worse? It's platonic. You don't have the boots for that hike, big dog.
What, dude?
It's
no,
platonic.
look.
I can hold that propositions are abstract objects and exist objectively. Do you have any critique of that?
You can't give an objective claim, dude.
I just gave you one. Wait. So I can prove that pretty easily.
You base
Do you
morality-
acknowledge?
you base
Do you
morality
acknowledge
off
that
of
when Hans says Schnee is weiß, this has the same semantic content as when I say snow is white?
What are you even talking
When
about? That has nothing to
Hans
do
says
with it.
Schnee is weiß, does that have the same semantic content as when I say snow is white? Do these mean the same thing?
I don't know, dude. I don't speak that first language.
It
whatever you
does.
said.
It's German, and it does.
So you're just gonna assume everyone knows
Yeah,
German?
wait. So after I told you, do you agree that these have the
Kinda
same
ignorant.
semantic content? That Schnee is weiß has the same semantic content as snow is white? Do you agree?
I don't know.
I just told you. I just explained it to you.
Yeah, and I said I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're trying to say. That has nothing to do with.
Wait.
your whole
Can I just get
God
an answer to the
isn't real.
question? Do you acknowledge that these mean the same thing?
Do they in the same language?
They do.
Okay, then sure. Then they mean the same thing.
So then you've conceded that propositions are mind independent, which means that propositions related to morality are also mind independent, in other words, objective. Do you have any critique of that?
I do think nobody knows what you're talking about, what that means.
Yeah, so I can
Well,
break
you
it
just
down.
said-
Wait. Yeah. I bet all the stupid people probably don't get it. So let me break it down for you and the rest of them.
I don't know, I see a lot
what
of
I'm
LI.
describing is the fact that propositions themselves exist mind independently. That is, they're not dependent on whether you believe it or whoever believes it. That these are abstract objects like numbers or sets or like shapes. That they exist platonically.
What does that have to do with morality, though?
Because do you even know what do you know what a proposition is?
No, I don't know what you mean by that.
A proposition is a statement about reality. Moral statements are statements about reality. Moral statements are propositions. So if propositions are objective and mind independent, that means moral propositions are objective and mind independent.
Well, like I said, it's morally objectively wrong to kill an innocent child. It is morally objectively wrong, which you're trying to state, to have slaves and beat them.
Yeah,
That's
but that's not objectively wrong to you, because if it was objectively wrong to you, then you would have to say that God did something wrong. So
No,
wait,
okay.
do you acknowledge that it's actually not objectively wrong to own slaves?
No. I said you are stating that is
Yeah,
objectively
wait,
wrong.
but can I? Because if you,
That's what I said.
is
You're
it
twisting my
objectively
argument.
wrong to own slaves?
What kind of slavery are we talking about? Define
When
slave.
you own a person as property, is that objectively wrong?
Just based off of that specific statement you just gave, yes, I think not objectively wrong. That's my opinion. I think that's relatively wrong.
Subjectively wrong. So you have a subjective morality.
Yes, you could have both. Is that impossible?
Yeah. If morals are objective, then they can't be subjective.
I didn't say all morals are objective. I said there are objective morals.
So which morals
There
are
are
objective and
objective
which ones are
morals.
subjective? So wait. Actually, I can take a guess. So the objective morals are whatever God says, and then the subjective morals are whenever you disagree with him.
Objective morals are what God stated, such as thou shalt not murder,
Yeah.
thou shalt not lie, thou
Yeah.
shalt not cheat, thou shalt not steal, on every instance that is wrong.
Yeah, and subjective morals are what? Whenever you disagree with him.
I don't like apples. I think apples are bad. That's wrong, subjectively.
That's not
'Cause
okay. I think you're a bit
other-
confused. So subjective morality isn't just when you don't like something.
Made sense. What I said made sense.
No, but it's wrong. It's incorrect. You misunderstand the moral language. So the way morality works, the way moral statements work, is not just like an expression of I don't like this, I do like this, because there's lots of things I don't like, but I don't think are immoral.
Yeah, but you were talking about relativity. You said what's relatively wrong, like immoral.
Gotcha. Wait. So do you subjectively do you think God was wrong when he said that you can own people as property? Was that wrong?
It's because these people owed them, and he says what you have to do is
Can
you
I
have
get
to
the
pay
verse?
debt. That's what you have to
Verse?
do.
Can I get the verse?
They were paying off their debt.
Verse?
Okay, fine. I have to go in my Bible. Give me a second.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to hear the verse that says that all of these slaves, every single one of them, not just the Hebrew ones, which is the verse that you're about to read,
Okay.
but every single slave owed debt.
Get into that, but let me ask you this real quick.
Wait, no, I want the
What
verse.
do you
Don't
think
run,
about
don't
the book
run.
of
I want the
Philemon?
verse. Wait, don't run.
Dude, I asked you for the verses many times and give
Oh
you the
wait,
context
yeah, I can.
of
Wait, which verse
the
do you want?
different
Do you want the slavery verse?
No,
I
it's just
literally
you're
read
being-
it out
you're-
loud for
No,
you.
you're just being being
I literally
inconsistent.
read the verse out for you. Everyone heard it.
No. You're being inconsistent.
I
'cause
literally
right
read the
before I
verse out
also
for
asked
you. Everyone heard it.
I
I
also
read the
asked you-
verse out for you. Everyone heard
compared,
it.
You said You said which one's more wrong. You said which one's more wrong.
Yeah, and you didn't,
being a
and you
slave-
still
owning a slave.
to this second you have not answered which is worse,
So you
slaves
want
or shellfish.
no. So you want me to clarify, but whenever I ask you to clarify, there's a problem. Really?
Oh, I'm just asking what the verse is.
No, but before
You
I
refuse to
asked
give
you,
it because you're a coward. Give the verse.
dude. No, it's because
Yeah,
before
give the
you
verse.
I
Let's hear it. Give the verse. What's the verse?
dude, it's called also studying just ancient
What's the
history.
verse?
Dude. I'm gonna ask you for
What's
the book
the
of
verse?
Philemon.
Give the verse.
See, you don't want to talk about
Give the
Philemon, which is
verse.
funny. You don't want to talk about Philemon.
Why do you have such a problem with being asked
you
to
don't
give
want
the
to talk
verse?
about Philemon, huh? You don't want to
You're
talk
getting
about
rattled
Philemon,
and you're
huh?
stumbling over yourself just from being asked to give the
No.
verse.
I want to get to this
Give the
because I think
verse.
this is a better subject.
What's the verse? Yeah,
I wanna get to this
you
because
should
this
run
is a
from this
better
subject
subject.
because it makes your viewpoint look terrible.
Okay, sure. If that makes
Yeah,
you happy to say that.
gotcha.
fine.
W concession, W pivot. Your God supports
Okay,
slavery.
cool.
What do you want to talk about next?
I said the book of Philemon. How do you feel about the book of Philemon?
I have no opinions about it.
Because you don't know about it, do you? Be
I have
honest.
no idea about it. No opinions about it. How do you feel
Okay,
about?
there you go.
How do you feel about
No,
Jack
I'm
and
glad- I'm
Annie,
glad you
Magic
specified-
Treehouse,
I'm glad
Book
you
6?
No. Okay, great. I'm glad you specified that you didn't read it and you don't know. So that's fine. So in the Bible, there's the book of Philemon. Paul says no longer there's a runaway slave, and the slave owner named Philemon is trying to get his slave. And Paul tells him, no, don't get him back as a slave, no longer as a slave, but as a brother in Christ. And the Holy Spirit spoke to him to say that. Do you think God would have? Do you think that book would have even been implemented into the Bible if God loved slavery?
Oh, so do you think that it was wrong when God said that you can own people as slaves?
Why are we going back to this?
Because
I just
God, it
asked you
sounds like
about
God's.
something.
So at best, what this gets you is that the Bible isn't true because it's contradictory.
No, it's not that it's contradictory, dude. It's because it's a new covenant. That's why it's in the New Testament. That's why
Oh
I
wait,
just
so
said,
does
bro.
wait, does God change?
It's not changed, dude. It's a new covenant.
God,
Not-
so wait, did the morality change?
it's not the
Did
morality.
the morality
that's
change?
changing.
Wait, so was it moral
It's
to own
not
slaves
morality that's
before and then
changing.
immoral to
It's
own
not
slaves
the
after?
morality that's
Wait,
changing.
can I
No,
just get the yes or no? Was it immoral to own slaves before, or
I'm not giving
immoral
you a yes
after,
or no
but
because
moral
you're
to own
wrong.
slaves
You're
before? Was
wrong
that
about
moral?
The question, the way you're stating the question
Can
is
I?
wrong.
You
That's
have
why I'm
you're
not
like
saying
the
yes
SEAL
or
Team
no.
6 of dodging questions. Can I just get a basic answer to
Hey,
the basic
if it
question?
makes you happy to say that, dude, God bless you. I love you. But what you're saying is wrong. The way you're
You
putting
wait.
your question
Do you
wrong.
want to answer a single question, or are you just gonna dodge all of them?
I just. Did you not hear what I said?
Yeah, you dodged it. Yeah. No, it
I
certainly
just
wasn't an
told
answer to the question.
I just told you. I said you're stating the question wrong.
Oh no, it's my question. There's nothing wrong about it.
Okay, then if it's your question, then my answer is
So
to not
wait,
answer
yeah.
that question.
Questions aren't statements. Questions aren't propositions. They can't be wrong. I think you're a bit confused.
No, dude, I'm not confused. I just told you,
Wait, so do you think a question is a proposition?
dude. That's not even.
Do you
what
think
we're
a question
talking
is a
about.
proposition?
Do you think it's a proposition?
Do you
Okay,
think
then
a
that's
question
your
is a proposition?
that's your opinion, dude.
Oh, gotcha. Wait, so do you disagree? Do you think a question is a proposition?
Define proposition.
A proposition is a statement about reality. Do you think a question is a proposition?
No.
Gotcha. So, can questions be wrong?
Depends who you're asking.
Yeah, I'm asking you. Can questions be wrong?
If you state the question wrong, like
What does
you're
it
trying
mean
to
to
say
state
that was
the
the basis
question
of my
wrong?
question.
I think
Well,
when you say that the question was stated wrong, what you actually mean is that it tears your worldview in
It's
half,
because
and
you're
you don't want to
making
answer
the basis of my argument wrong, and then no matter how I answer it, you're gonna say, "Oh, that's what you agree with."
it.
Like,
Yeah. Oh, so you admit that you're dodging because they tear your worldview in half. You
No,
so
it's
wait
because
wait
you're
so wait wait so you
the
so you
question
just
has
you're
nothing
okay
to
wait
do
so
with
so
it.
now that you've admitted that you dodged all of my questions intentionally, knowing that it would tear your worldview in half, I'm moving on to the next guest. But make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. Make sure you're dropping that follow as well if you never want to miss a debate in the future. If you want to support the stream, the Venmo's allegedly -Ian, Cash App is just allegedly Ian. We have a couple of notifications. Let's check them out. Let's check them out. We got Eric. Thank you so much for the $20 on Cash App. Big W, Eric. I appreciate the hell out of that. Let's get a big W, Eric, in that side chat. Thank you so much, Eric. Will, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Cash App. Hail, Will. Hail, 666. And a big hail, Satan. Thank you so much. Evan, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Venmo. Hail, Evan. Hail, 666. And a big hail, Satan. Big W, Evan. I appreciate that. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older, you believe in the God of the Bible, Torah, or Quran, and you have an argument which does not involve personal experience. All right, let's get them on up here. Yeah, share it with your friends. Double tap on that screen. Do all that good stuff. What's up? How's it going?
Hello.
Hey, how old are you?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Doing well.
I'm above 21.
Yeah. What religion?
I believe in God.
Gotcha. And which one?
The Most High. He's known in different names, different languages, different phonetics,
Okay.
different gifts.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in people who don't want to answer like the basic questions. Yeah, I don't know. I think I used to try to wrangle these people, but no longer. What's up, Travis? How's it going?
Oh, good.
Yeah. How old are you?
22.
What year were you born?
Why you want to know what year I was born?
Because I don't think you're 22. What year were you born?
Yes, I am 22.
Then what year were you born?
I don't have to.
Okay, that's fine. Then I don't have to talk to you. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Hey man, how you doing?
How old are you?
I'm 20, born 2004. Graduated high school 2022.
Okay. What religion?
I'm Christian.
Okay. What's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
All right, and if you don't mind, could we kind of exclude the Bible from this because this is an argument on God, not the Bible?
I guess. Sure. What's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
Alrighty, and I'm not in any way trying to rip off Cliff because, I mean, I've seen many people just restating his statements.
Yeah, that's fine. So what's the argument?
Hello? Oh, sorry. So, the creation of life. Yeah. How could an intelligent mind be created without an intelligent mind? I'd like to hear your view on that.
Yeah, just via a process of evolution that things gain in complexity, just via a process of natural selection that's going to select for more intelligent things over less intelligent things because intelligence is a big boon for survival.
All right, yeah, I got that. And by evolution, you mean by like we evolved from Neanderthals and
No.
From Neanderthals to.
No, we never came from Neanderthals. The thing that came before us is Homo erectus.
Hello?
Hello? Is this a me problem? Hello? Is it fucking up on my end? Okay. All right. Make sure you keep on double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends as we go to the very next guest. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you are 18 or older, that you do believe in the God of the Bible, Torah, or Quran, and that you have an argument which does not involve personal experience. What's up, Kev? How's it going? Kevin? Okay. Damn. That's fine. That's fine. Wow. On Live Studio, the guest accepting process is ridiculous. It's like a big old like bingo game. It's terrible. It's genuinely awful. It's the worst thing I've ever done in my entire life. It's literally just getting like randomized like every second, and every time I try to like scroll over to someone, it just gets like randomized. What's up? How's it going?
Good, man. What about you?
Doing well. How old are you?
18.
What year were you born?
2006.
Okay. What religion?
Christianity.
What's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
Well, I have read the New Testament, and I know that the historical events written by the New Testament proves that Jesus existed by his miracles.
Yep.
And we have seen that Jesus has existed in Neon's writing, in the King's writings.
Oh, gotcha. So, what specific writings are we citing to prove prove historically the miracles of Jesus? Who talks about Jesus's miracles?
Well, the Matthew, John, Luke, Mark.
Oh, gotcha. So the Bible is true because of the books in the Bible. Can you tell me why
Yeah,
my
but we can
power
prove
strip isn't
Jesus'
working?
existence. We can. What?
Can you tell me why my power strip isn't working?
Well, it's not connected.
Yeah, exactly. And your argument isn't connected to anything external. So in order for your argument
Yeah,
to
but
be
you know
true,
the
you need to root it in like some
you
sort of
believe that Jesus
historical
was a human
fact.
being existed.
I think Jesus was a human being who existed, but in fact, all of the evidence would suggest that he was not the Messiah. People like Josephus mention him, but mention specifically that they do not think that he was the Messiah.
Do you believe that Jesus claimed to be God while he was alive?
I don't know what Jesus said because we unfortunately don't have any reliable sources as to what Jesus said.
Okay, well, many people claim that Jesus claimed to be God when he was stoned, for instance, for blasphemy.
Yeah, that's so
The
nice.
Jew,
So
he
what's
said
the
that
evidence that he
before
was?
Abraham was born, I am.
Yeah, what's the evidence
What?
that he was?
What was claimed to be God?
Yeah.
Well, it's in the writings. I don't know exactly
Which
where,
writings?
but well, I don't know. Like I said,
Gotcha. So your evidence is non-existent. You can't provide it.
you're just setting traps up. Like,
I'm not.
Well, why
it's not
do
a
you-
trap
why do
to
you-
ask you
why
for
can I
your
ask you-
source.
okay, I guess. Okay, you got me there. But why do you hate God?
I don't hate God. God's not real.
In your bio, it does say you hate God.
Fuck. Why do they always check the bio? Fuck. I don't hate God. That's ironic.
Yeah, but why do you write it in your bio?
Because it's funny. It's provocative. Gets the people
Okay.
going.
Okay. What makes you not believe in God?
Yeah, the existence of all the grotesque suffering around us, the fact that kids get cancer, the fact that there's like certain diseases that cause 2-year-olds to gouge their own eyes out, the fact that earthquakes exist. All these things are good starting places, I think.
Okay, I understand that. But why do you praise Satan then when you say hail Satan all over the live?
I can't do the line twice, but it's provocative. Gets the people.
Or are you just trying
going.
to get attention for saying that?
Oh no, I already had attention before I started saying that.
Yeah, that's true. But why do you like come here and like, try to like when you say you hate God and hail Satan, you're just intentionally making people mad. Why are you doing this?
Oh, because I'm interested in debates. Because that's what people seem to think that I'm doing. So I might as well lean into it. Because just to get the crowd going. But do you want to engage with the
Okay,
argument
I
even
guess,
a
I
little
guess.
bit? So I'm not really interested in like the meta conversation. But what I am interested in is your response to the reasons why I don't believe in God. So what's your account of any of those things, or were you like not even listening to the argument?
Okay, I was listening. You said that because children get cancer and all the diseases, and if God is, I guess correct me if I'm wrong, but you're basically saying if God is so good, why would He allow all those things?
Yeah, why wouldn't you just like teleport the tumor away?
Well, we don't know that, but we don't know exactly why. We have no writings, but we don't. Jesus never claimed to say anything about it, but it may be for different reasons. For the reason why Jesus, when he came to Earth, he was persecuted. He was written on a cross and killed.
So
Could it
just
be
to be
that?
clear, the fact that kids are unalived by cancer is a piece of data that's radically unexpected on your worldview.
But you know, we're
so
all sinners.
unexpected on your
from the-
worldview that you literally can't even begin to account for it. You have no possible explanation for why kids would have cancer under your worldview.
Well, we don't know. Why do you think the children get cancer? Is it like a lot of
Children
chance?
get
What do you
cancer
think?
because that's the way our cellular anatomy is.
I mean, that's true, but like we are all sinners. We all do this thing. We're not perfect. Everything was made to be perfect by God, but humans are not perfect. We are sinners.
Yeah, so how does that account for kids with cancer?
Well, if we're not perfect, of course we're gonna get diseases. Of course we're gonna do wrong. Of course we're gonna do this and this and then that.
Did God engineer our anatomy perfectly?
I mean, hard to say, but He created humans, so I guess yeah.
Gotcha. So if our anatomy was engineered perfectly, would it have any design flaws?
Yeah, but maybe He modified it or something like that. I don't really know if
So
Made
wait,
human body, made human body.
why would God patch our anatomy and give us like the kids with cancer update? Why would anyone want that? Why would God want that?
That's a good question. Now you got me there. Have a blessed day, man.
No, you.
Yeah.
Thanks so
Okay.
much for coming on up. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends, doing all that good stuff. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older, that you believe in the God of the Bible, Torah, or Quran, and that you have an argument which does not involve personal experience. If you don't have any of that, then don't request to join. And with that, we can go to the very next guest. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends, doing all that good stuff that gets it in front of more people. Also, Joshua, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Cash App. Hail Joshua, hail 666, and a big hail Satan. Thank you so much, Joshua. That's incredible. Let's get a big W, Joshua, in that side chat. What's up? How's it going, Terry?
What's up?
Yeah, how old are you?
38.
Yeah, and what religion?
Christian.
Okay, what's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
I prayed for hailstorms. I had a dream of hailstorms. You know what a hailstorm is?
Why would you pray for a hailstorm?
And well, I had a dream, and I just have enemies, and I need hailstorms. If you're up against an army of heathens and hypocrites, you got to call on God. And I prayed for hailstorms, and it's been hailstorming for a long time.
Why don't you pray for peace in
Hailstorms
the
all
Middle
over the
East?
place.
Why don't you pray for a ceasefire?
Well, the prophecy suggests that that's not going to come to an end anytime. When it does come to an end, that's the end of the world.
Wait, but if
According
you're
to
like,
prophecy.
why wouldn't you? Okay, why wouldn't you pray for like kids to not have cancer?
Yeah. Hey, listen, if a kid dies from cancer, he goes to heaven, straight to heaven.
Oh, why wouldn't you pray for an adult to not die, for all adults to not die of cancer?
Hey, listen, cancer's an easy way to go. That's probably the normal way to go.
Cancer is a really long, drawn-out process. Cancer is not an easy way to go. Also,
It's the normal way to go.
I think the easy way to go is living a long, full life with lots of really good, close friends surrounding you. That seems like the easy way to go.
Like dying in your sleep kind of thing?
Yeah. Wait. Do you think
Yeah, but-
that's like ethical to like kill someone instantly because of it, it's an easy way to go? Do you think that would be ethical if I walked up to people with the like kill them instantly gun and then killed them instantly?
Well, then that's murder, so then it's
Yeah.
unethical.
Yeah, wait. So why? And if you have the power to stop all these people from dying of cancer and you don't, then that's murder.
Well, people have to die. That's the price you have to pay for your sins.
And you feel comfortable allowing these people to die despite your magical prayer powers.
Well, I mean, it's not only that prayer, hailstorms. I also prayed for no rain.
Yeah. How about
At the
you?
same time.
Do you wanna go ahead and pray for the cap to come off this marker?
No, that's magic.
Oh, but I thought your prayers happened. So why don't you, if your prayers are real, if your prayers get answered, then why don't you go ahead and pray for the cap to come off this marker?
Well, I prayed for no rain, and we got the wildfires. Wildfires are still going on.
Yeah, that's so nice. Why don't you pray for this
That's a
cap
global
to come
prayer.
off the marker?
That's a biblical prayer. And the plagues are going to come.
Gotcha. So unless you pray for the cap to
think
come
you're
off the
gonna be- I
marker,
don't think you have to worry
unless we
about
can,
cancer.
so I think it's so interesting that you want to talk about all the things your prayers have done. But as soon as we try to test it, as soon as I ask you to demonstrate it, we get nothing.
You're asking me to do a magic trick like David Blaine.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking you to do the thing that you say that you can do.
Well, let's go with I'm sticking to my three prayers: hailstorms, no rain, at the same time. That's where you get the wildfires, and you get the hailstorms, you get the tornadoes, because the tornadoes also come from hailstorms.
So I
And the
guess I
plague.
have a question for you. Do you think God is perfect?
God is almighty.
Yeah, but is he perfect?
Yeah, he's a perfect being.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
does God only do the perfect thing in every situation? Like, if God does something, it's perfect, and God couldn't ever do anything other than the perfect thing. Do you agree with that?
Sure.
Yeah, so then that means that all of your prayers are actually useless. So either the thing that you pray for, either like all these like hailstorms, either the hailstorm was perfect and God was already going to do it, or the hailstorm is not perfect and God is never going to do it. So the two options of your prayer is that God was already going to do it, in which case it's useless, or God was never going to do it, in which case it's useless. So based on those facts alone, we can conclude that prayer is useless. Do you reject any of that?
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous to be honest.
So which step of that do you reject?
I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, wait, which step of that? Can you even summarize the argument?
Well, there's power in prayer.
Can you summarize the argument that I just made?
Yeah, it's that God allows something to happen and he doesn't allow it to happen. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Gotcha. So I'll try to walk you through this one more time. So God only does the perfect thing. So if the hailstorm, for example, was already the perfect thing to do, then God was already going to do it. No prayer required. So you praying to God, you were praying for the thing that he was already going to do, which means that your prayer was useless. It's like texting your friend to be like, pick up the ice cream when your friend was already going to pick up the ice cream. That, all the exact same outcomes would have happened even without the prayer. Alternatively, the thing you pray for is not the perfect thing, in which case God doesn't do it because it's not the perfect thing. God only does the perfect thing, which means your prayer is useless.
Well, I had a dream of a hailstorm, so I knew it was going to happen. It probably would have happened anyways, whether I prayed for it or not, because God's got a plan, and he was going to bring out the hailstorms, because hailstorms are also a plague of Exodus, and it was going to happen. You're right. It's going to happen.
Do you understand the argument? Did you get any more of it?
Yeah, you're saying my prayer is useless. Sure.
Yeah. God, so you agree that your prayers are useless. As long as you agree, as long as you acknowledge that your prayers are useless, I'm fine with that.
No, that's what you think. You think they're useless.
Well, can you reject literally any part of my logic? Can you reject any step of the logic? If you can't reject the logic, then you need to accept the logic. Whoa, thank you so much for that TikTok shuttle, Mama Peach. Big W, Mama Peach. That's fucking incredible. I've never seen that before. Team Rocket blasting off again. Thank you so much.
The hailstorms happen. My no rain prayers, wildfires happen. A lot of hailstorms, and I'm gonna pray for some more stuff too. A lot of plagues.
Yeah. Wait. So you're gonna pray for some stuff? How about you pray for the cap to come off this marker?
I'll give you a better. I'll pray that you get boils. That's a plague of
yeah.
Exodus,
wait. How much? Wait. How much do you want to bet?
How about that?
How much do you want to bet that within the next month I'm not gonna get boils? Bet me $200. Wait. Bet me $200 right now that within the next 200 or within the next
we're praying for a
month
plague
I'm
of
not
boils
gonna
on
get
this
boils.
guy. For mocking God.
That's very godlike
of
you.
Punishment.
Yeah. Who would Jesus give
I'll
boils
back to you in a week when you start getting boils.
Yeah, wait. How much? Wait, let's make it interesting. If you're so sure of your ability to do this, then bet me $200 that I'm not going to get boils in the next week.
It's gambling. You don't gamble.
Oh, I thought you would have some confidence in your abilities to do any of this.
I want to go gamble. I'll go gamble on some sports like a normal person.
So what's going to happen when in the next week I don't get boils? What's going to happen?
You heard it, guys. He's gonna get boils.
Yeah. Wait. But what happens when that doesn't happen? What happens when that doesn't happen?
First of many heathens and hypocrites. It's gonna happen, just like my hailstorms, just like my wildfire.
Your threat doesn't scare me. That's really silly. Oh, I accept your surrender. Folded like a chair, scrambled like an omelet. We got a runner. Not with this skincare routine. We're not getting boils. But make sure you're dropping that follow if you're enjoying the debates. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older, that you believe in the God of the Bible, Torah, or Quran, and that you have an argument which does not involve personal experience. Joshua, oh wait, is this already? Did I already read this one? I think I already read that one. All right, make sure you're double tapping on that screen, and with that, we can go to the very next guest. Yeah, let's get the next one up and going. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
What's up, man?
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Yeah, and what religion?
I'm a Christian. I'm a believer in Christ.
And what's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
I really do think it takes more faith to not believe. than to actually believe in a creator.
And what do you mean by faith?
Faith is you believing in something without having physical proof of anything, even though the physical proof is right in your face, man.
Gotcha.
Look how perfect look how perfect your body was created. Yeah, there's sicknesses.
Okay.
Yes, there's a lot of diseases you claim and things like that, but at the end of the day, look how perfect the world is.
So why
for
would
us.
God make 85% of our DNA useless?
85% of our DNA. What's your proof of
85%
that?
of our
though?
DNA is useless. Why would God make 85% of it useless?
So the thing is, have you gotten a microscope and done that research yourself?
Do you want the study?
Or are you? Yeah, that's fine. The point is, the study is on a written paper, right?
Do you reject science?
All right, but the thing is, if I were to do a study,
that was a yes or no question. Do you reject science?
No, because science itself is a proof of God's existence.
Gotcha.
actually.
That's awesome. So then you'll accept science, which means that you'll accept that 85% of our DNA is useless.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so then
That's
our body
fine.
is not perfect. 85% of our DNA is useless.
That's fine. We were created in the image of God.
Does God
right?
also have
So,
all this useless DNA?
I mean, if that's your argument, I mean, I'm trying to get my point across, but you're not letting me. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, your point is just dead on arrival. Like, you tried to get your point across, and then it just crashed and burned.
Not really.
You tried to land the plane, and it was like 9/11. So what's your next point?
I mean, my next point is like the cosmos, perfect the solar system works, how gravity is just enough. You know, if gravity was a little bit stronger, we would actually crush. If gravity was a little bit weak, we would fly literally everywhere into space. The fact that me and you are having this conversation right now, I believe that God is using me to send a message to you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, none of that's true. So which point do you want to start with? So we can do like the gravity point. Actually, gravity would be a bit stronger if there was like even one molecule in the Earth's core. But that doesn't mean that we would get crushed. And also, no, we would not fly off into space if gravity was a bit weaker. We accelerate towards the Earth at 9.8 meters per second squared. If it was a bit weaker, we would accelerate towards the center of the Earth at 9.7 meters per second squared. So if gravity was a bit weaker, gravity would be a bit weaker. Everything would still be the same.
Okay, and back to the science thing, right?
Yeah, back to
when
the
someone
science
makes
thing.
a hypothesis, they do an experiment or something. They write a statement on it, right? They write they document it, right? And then they send that forward, right? Because science is based off people's studying and experiences. At the end of the day, everything's documented, right? It's based off witnesses.
Not
Right?
I mean, no. So science is based off of repeatability, specifically that in every scientific study there's a methodology section so that if anybody else wants to repeat the experiment that they can do so as well. That's the good thing about science, is that even if one or two people do the experiment wrong or they like misrepresent the data or any of that, you can repeat the methodology over and over again to get the true outcome. You can repeat the method to weed out all of the bad outcomes and get the true outcome. So, I mean, yes and no. It's based on the totality of people attesting to it, not just like individuals attesting to it.
So by your way of thinking, basically, Abraham Lincoln never existed, right? Or like and any of the past presidents never existed. Christopher Columbus never existed, right?
No, did I? So what came out of my mouth that leads you to believe?
So the point, the
no,
point
no,
I'm
wait,
trying to
wait,
make
because
is that
because I actually want you to explain what came out of my mouth that makes you think that. Squish Love, thank you so much, appreciate that.
Basically, your point for not believing in God, because I've been watching this live, is that since you're not seeing it physically, it doesn't exist.
No, you're strawmanning me. I've never said that a single time in my life. In fact, every time that someone asks me why I don't believe in God, I give them the problem of evil. So I'll ask you again, what is it that I said? What words came out of my mouth that make you think that that's what I meant?
I told you, I was listening to
idea.
the live the whole time.
Yeah, and I'm
that's
telling
fine.
you that's not true. I never say that. That's not my argument. My arguments are way better than I've never seen God before. I've never seen fucking like electrons before, but I believe in electrons. That's a really stupid thing. I would never say something as stupid as that.
And then what do you define as evil? What is your definition of evil? 'Cause you were saying,
Yeah, you probably do want to move past that point that you weren't listening at all and that you were trying to just like project this thing onto me and run down your dialogue tree. So the things that I take to be evil are just suffering. I think suffering is objectively bad, as the sky is objectively blue. It's qualitatively experienced that way.
No, not at all, man.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm not trying to push anything.
Torturing babies is bad.
Torturing, yeah, any type of torturing is horrible.
Oh, okay. Wait, actually, let's change it. Do you think do you think child marriage is bad?
Most definitely. I'm not a Muslim, so
could you give me the verse that says that child marriage is bad? Because I can tell you why child marriage is bad. It's because it causes lots of suffering. Could you tell me why child marriage is bad using the Bible?
I legit never. First of all, you're not listening.
So I'm so sorry.
I'm not a Muslim.
What's evil on your worldview?
You're not listening to me now, because I told you I'm a Christian. I'm not a Muslim.
Yeah. But the Bible doesn't say anything.
They had Muhammad.
The Bible never says that child marriage is evil.
In Christianity,
in fact,
we
God
never
impregnates
justify
Mary at the age of
love.
14. Why did your God impregnate a 14-year-old?
Who impregnated a 14-year-old?
God.
So Mary was 14 when she was pregnant.
Yes.
Okay, what Bible did you read that from?
So the way that they come to the age of Mary is just based on the traditional age of Jewish girls at the time. That if Mary was any older, she would have been married off.
I mean, I hear no documentation. I need quotations.
This is like the scholarly consensus. If you don't like what the experts have to say, literally every person who's ever studied this issue comes away with this conclusion. I mean, if Mary was any older than 14, then why wasn't she already married?
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm like this is very I have to laugh, and it's not at you,
you can laugh.
It's just
I'd
like
laugh too if I was getting torn in half.
Man.
If I got presented with a question that I literally couldn't even begin to fathom the answer to, I'd probably fake laugh too. So I'll just ask the question again. If Mary was any older than 14, why wasn't she already married off?
What do you mean? Why wasn't she married off? I just need documentation of this because she was definitely older than 14.
Can I just get an answer to the question? If Mary was any older than 14, why wasn't she already married off to somebody else?
She was already married though.
Yeah, wait. So why wasn't she already why didn't somebody already impregnate her?
I don't know. I mean, like that's like asking why hasn't someone conceived? You know, there's people that can't have children until a certain point. You know,
yeah,
like ovulation.
There's
a lot of things that go into that factor into fertilization. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
And they did bear children after Jesus.
I'm well aware of that. That's all so cool. So why wasn't she impregnated sooner? I mean, that's like the typical age at which people were when they get impregnated. So if she was any older than that, and also we know for a fact, because doesn't Jesus have a brother? So clearly her husband is capable of impregnating people.
So your justification for baby suffering is that this is what I got.
Wait. I don't have a justification for babies suffering. In fact, you're the one who lacks justification for why babies suffering is bad.
So okay, all right.
Gotcha. Wait. So what's your justification? What's evil in your worldview?
Evil is Satan.
Gotcha.
Satan is the root of all evil, and this was the first heaven originally. So before our will, right? Because God didn't want us to love him because we were forced to. God wanted us to love him off of our own free will. And unfortunately, due to Satan, we were influenced to make a bad choice. Mm-hmm. Earth used to be the first heaven. It used to. This was our paradise.
Yeah, gotcha.
But
that's so cool. That's a really nice story. What's the evidence of that?
Due to the fact that
I don't
care
about the story. I don't want more of the story. What's the evidence for that?
I mean, what's the evidence for Abraham Lincoln?
Sure. So the evidence for Abraham Lincoln is that we literally have his writings. We have 100 different verified eyewitness accounts of
100. We have way more for Jesus.
Yeah, we
have
and it's way more than that for Abraham Lincoln. We have tons of people writing about him. Everyone who lived at that time in America was writing about Abraham Lincoln. So wait. And where could I read these eyewitness accounts?
Okay, and how in the Bible?
Sure. And what's the evidence that the Bible is true?
Where's the evidence that Abraham Lincoln is true? Where's your
all of
eyewitnesses
the
at? Where are
people
they?
whose documents have been well preserved and they all line up exactly, whereas the Bible is full of contradictions. Are you really going, is your worldview really that flimsy that every time I ask you for evidence, you need to flip it back on me and ask me about Abraham Lincoln? Is that really how fragile your worldview is, that you can't even begin to answer a single question?
It's not a fragile worldview. My view is
so then why do you keep on running from all the questions?
I'm not running from all the
You
questions.
are. You are. When I ask you a question, you ask me
that.
a question. You don't answer my question. You ask me a question. So what's the evidence that the Bible is true?
Because there's no absolute, and this is where I tell you that it takes more faith to not believe.
What's the evidence that the Bible's true?
In any God, it takes more faith to not believe in any God.
What's the evidence? Let's hear it. What's the evidence?
The evidence. I told you what I think my evidence is.
Yeah,
of
what's the
God.
evidence? Let's talk about it.
I literally just told you, but I'll repeat it again.
Yeah, is it the
I'll
500 eyewitness testimony?
Listen. The existence that you have, the intelligence that you have, the consciousness that you have, how your body is made, right?
How our
the
body's made
feelings, the
imperfect.
emotions that you feel, the anger and the resentment that you feel because there's evil in this world.
So
and you want to blame God
sure.
for it.
So let's focus on the biology.
That is proof.
Of it.
The fact that you can.
Wait. I don't really care about your grandstanding or your virtue signaling, but let's just talk about what you said about anatomy. So God gave us specifically the anatomy in your worldview to get cancer. He could have given us an anatomy where cancer is an impossibility. Why would God give us the anatomy to get cancer?
Like I said, evil was brought into the world by Satan. That's fine. That's fine.
Sure. Wait, so that's actually not true, right? We don't need to guess. We have a scientific explanation for where cancer comes from, and it's not Satan. What it comes from is genetic mutations, which is why there's cancer cells in all of us. Also, if Satan can just give people cancer, why wouldn't he give like terminal cancer to all the non-believers so that he gets them in hell for all eternity? Why wouldn't Satan just do that?
It's all right.
You don't have an answer.
I'm just gonna hand it off. I'm gonna hand it off to someone else. Man,
yeah, you should run from that question. You have no answer for
God
it.
be with you.
Yeah, I mean, God's
you.
not with either of us, as we just discovered, because you have no answer to the arguments.
I do, but it's just
so what's the
nothing's
answer? Let's hear
reaching
the
you,
answer.
though.
If you have the answer, let's hear
the
the
only
answer.
the only
What's the
person that's
answer?
gonna reach you is
What's the
Jesus and
answer?
God.
Wait, let's hear the answer. What's the answer?
And I'll pray for you.
You have no answer.
genuinely.
Wait. Don't say you have an answer when you clearly don't.
Give the answer. Realistically, none of us have the
you
answer.
said you have
that
an
will
answer.
reach
Give
you.
the
The only
answer.
person that could reach you is God.
Wait. You said you had an answer. Let's hear the answer.
The only person that can reach you is God.
This is a cop out. Nobody cares. Give the answer.
I love you, man. I love you.
Wait,
and,
that's so nice.
And so
but
does
what
God.
I really want is the answer to the question: why doesn't Satan just give cancer to all the people who don't believe in God, so that he can like torture them in hell forever? Why wouldn't Satan just do that?
Can you repeat that last part?
Yeah, why wouldn't Satan give cancer to all the people who don't believe in God, so he can just torture them all in heaven? Like, why wouldn't he just give them all terminal cancer?
I'm not sure. I don't have the answer to that.
Okay, gotcha. So your explanation doesn't make any sense, is what you're saying. Oh, I thought you had an
That's fine.
answer. Wait, I thought you had an answer.
If that's the way you see it. If that's the way you see it.
So I'm so sorry. Wait, were you lying about having an answer?
I mean, I have the answer that I believe in. I've told you it many times. But you don't
to the
have
question
faith in my word, which is fine.
You said you
and
had
I'm not
an
going to use
answer to the
scripture because
question,
you've apparently
why
read the
doesn't
Bible.
Satan
back and
give
forth,
terminal
so.
cancer to all of the people who don't believe in God, so he can torture all these people in hell forever? So you said you had an answer to that question. So were you lying when you said that you had an answer?
I mean, the last thing I'll leave you with, and
that's the
this is
question.
my
Were you
answer.
lying when you said you had an answer?
This is my answer to you. This is my answer to you.
Yeah,
And this is the last thing I'll leave you with. Last thing I'll leave you with.
It's not going to
Life is not fair, but God's judgment will always be fair. Life is not fair, but God's judgment will always be fair. I'm going to leave you with that.
Oop, that doesn't. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought. Not an answer to the question. Sounds good. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older, that you believe in the God of the Bible, Torah, or Quran, and that you have an argument which does not involve personal experience. Maddie, thank you so much for the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much. That's massive. Big W, Maddie, in that comment section. I appreciate the fuck out of that, Maddie. Thank you so much. So much. Appreciate that, Maddie. Big W, Maddie. If anybody else wants to support the stream, Venmo's allegedly -Ian. Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Both of them are in my bio. And with that, we can go to the very next guest. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, dropping that follow as well, if you never want to miss these debates in the future. What's up? How's it going, Ziggy?
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
20.
What year were you born?
1 September 2004.
Okay. And what's your strongest, or what religion are you?
Christian.
What's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
Well, the universe. Like the universe.
What about it?
I'm not English, so like everything that begins to exist has a cause.
Okay. And sure, that's fine. So I can just say that the universe has always existed.
But it didn't. It just like.
So what's the argument for why it didn't?
Your science.
If you're talking about the Big Bang refers to the expansion of the space-time manifold that we exist on. That doesn't refer to the beginning of the space-time manifold we exist on.
Okay.
So what's the evidence that the universe had a beginning?
Well, you just have to believe, man.
Gotcha. So just like that, with like these couple of questions, your worldview has collapsed to it's all faith. Doesn't that feel like the worldview is like quite weak if that's all it took to collapse it?
Can I just ask you like a question?
Yeah, go for it.
What do you like? What do you achieve with doing this?
Yeah, I help people think more critically. I get to talk about philosophy for hours at a time. I get to get better at debate. I get to read lots of like really interesting books.
So do you think that your arguments, like just getting mad at people?
Do you think I'm? It seems like you're the one getting mad right now. Also, my arguments are quite good.
You clearly, well, you have arguments.
Do you think that I'm the one who sounds mad right now?
You search your arguments, and you are going to, like, you're just a rage bait. Like literally, you are just.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's working because you're getting quite mad right now. Do you want? So, are you interested in the arguments?
I mean, you're the one getting mad at everyone because they're just.
Do you think I'm the one who sounds mad right now?
Well, not right now, but when people are telling arguments, I've been watching your live for like 2 hours. When people were just telling their arguments, you're always fucking interrupting them.
Yeah,
you're always
true.
Yeah, true. So why do you like not shut the fuck up sometimes?
Oh yeah, because people say stupid things and they need to know that they've said a stupid thing. Would you like to find out? We can run this pretty easily. Do you think that it was okay? Do you think it was perfect, in fact? Was it good when God said that you can own people as slaves? Was that good?
Well, that was
You're
I do
stumbling
not
over
think
yourself
that's
already.
But that's how it was. That's how it was back then.
Yeah, so why didn't God say thou shalt not own slaves?
Great question. But to answer your other question, yeah, about cancer.
Oh no! I didn't ask you about cancer. I asked you about slaves.
Oh, all right. So I just said it's how it was back then.
Yeah, wait, so which is worse, eating shellfish or owning slaves?
Yeah, owning slaves.
So why did God say no shellfish, but he didn't say no slaves?
Because that's how it was back then.
Oh, no, but because back then they also ate shellfish, but God had no problem saying no shellfish. So if he had no problem taking away this one thing from people, why wouldn't he take away this much worse thing from people?
Yeah, everyone has sins, man. I'm just trying to find something, but I'm just trying.
What question did I just ask you?
I'm just trying to translate something.
What question did I just ask you?
Bro, what I think about shellfish.
I didn't ask you what you think about. What the fuck? Why, if God had no problem taking away one thing from people, one not bad thing from people, even though they were doing that at the time, they were eating shellfish at the time, but God said no more shellfish. If God had no problem taking away one thing from people, why wouldn't God take away one much worse thing from people?
Well, he tried to.
No, he didn't. When did he try to?
I just don't get it, man.
You said he tried to. When did he try to?
I don't know, man.
Gotcha. So you just made that up.
If you just give me the time to translate things from my language to yours, to English, okay. Can I?
How much time do you want? And translate what things? Is it an explanation
Right.
for why God said it's okay to do slavery? Is it going to be one of those, or is it just like weepy preaching?
Wait a minute.
This like weepy defeated preaching that I hear so much of.
All right. So yeah. Yeah, it's also just because it was like the old time. In that time, it was all normalized.
So why
I
wouldn't
can't
God
really
say,
get
wait,
along
why
with
wouldn't God unnormalize it by saying don't do that?
Well, like shellfish or onrein, I don't know, but they're like dirty.
Yeah, so do you think owning slaves is like dirty?
Well, it wasn't back then because slaves weren't seen as people.
Yeah, so did God see these slaves as people?
Well, no, he didn't.
He did? So if God saw these
He
slaves
didn't.
as people,
He
he
didn't.
didn't. Wait, God didn't see these slaves as people? Does God know
No.
everything?
No.
God doesn't know everything?
What?
God doesn't know everything?
Nah. Yeah, he does. But bro, I really can't fucking argue with you, man. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I accept your surrender.
All right.
Well,
But
you got anything else? Oh, I accept your surrender. If you're in that guest request box, make sure you're 18 or older, that you believe in the God of the Bible, Torah, or Quran, and that you have an argument which does not involve personal experience. If you want to support the stream, the Venmo's allegedly -Ian, and the Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Maureen, thank you so much. I'm fucking that up. One more time. Maureen, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Venmo. Hail, Maureen. Hail, 666. Hail, Satan. I appreciate it. But I feel like I pronounced that like Marine. Marine, like the, you know what a Marine is. I'm sure you get this. But I appreciate the heck out of it. Appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you so much. But keep on double tapping on that screen. Drop in that follow if you're enjoying the debates. You never want to miss one in the future. As you should. Damn. I guess I just gotta fucking click accept on the first one because I can't get a goddamn thing out here. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Coleslaw, are you there?
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah.
How's it going? How old are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I'm 27.
Yeah, what religion?
I'm kind of in between. I wouldn't say that I'm a Christian, but I am leaning towards that way.
Okay, so what's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
I think we're all from one, and that would be God, but God is everything. It's consciousness.
Okay, so that's just describing your God to me, but what's the evidence that this God actually exists?
I guess I don't have a good argument for it, why he exists. Or
all right, well, I'll move on to the next guest, but I do appreciate you coming on up here. With this one simple question. Hey, what's up?
Yo.
How's it going?
Yeah, so first of all,
You
why do you
older. So sorry. Only request to join if you're 18 or older. You got to be 18 or older, believe in the God of the Bible, Torah, or Quran, and have an argument which does not involve personal experience. If you can't do that, don't request to join. But keep on double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends, all those good things. As we try to Oop, fuck. Probably. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Piston Cup champion. Okay. I accept your surrender. Lightning McQueen would never have surrendered. But share it with your friends. What's up? How's it going, Riley?
What's up?
Hello? Are you there? Oh, I accept your surrender, Riley. Folded like a chair, scrambled like an omelet, reformatted like a hard drive. This is like...
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? What's up? What's up,
Good,
Jay?
and you? How you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
22.
And what religion?
Christian.
Okay. What's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
Just what Jesus has done in my life, you know.
Yeah,
So-
that sounds like a personal experience. So do you want to give one that does not involve personal experience?
Like, what do you mean, like miracles?
Like an argument, like the cosmological argument that last guest was trying to give, that, like, you know, all things that begin have a cause. The universe began, therefore the universe has a cause, for example. You know, something like the intricate way our DNA is designed, or, like, you know, there's just like a million arguments for God. So I'm just asking for one that doesn't involve personal experience, because I don't have any personal experience, and it's also like 100% not debatable. So do you have an argument that doesn't involve
Yeah.
personal experience?
How about we just go to the slavery thing real quick?
Okay.
So as they already said, it was back in the time that was normalized back then. And why didn't God just say, "Oh, hey, why didn't He just say don't own slaves?"
Yeah, why didn't God say
They
don't
already
own
had
slaves?
slaves. So you want to know what God? So you want to know what God said instead? Treat your slave justly, love them, make sure you feed them, and then for the slaves that you were talking, if you read the context before and after, it was only towards that one specific slaves.
Do you think,
and then it says that if
if
you beat them with the rod, like you said, if you beat them to death or near death, and that they don't even recover after a day, then you are to be put to death.
And what happens if you beat them, but you don't beat them to near death, so they still walk after a day? Do you think it's loving to beat your slave with a rod as long as they recover?
But the way that he was saying, like,
That's a yes, no, wait, yes or no? Is it
is
loving?
in a disciplinary action.
Wait, yes or no? Is it loving to beat your slave with a rod? Is that a loving thing to do?
Shit, my dad beat me with the rod because I did something bad.
Yeah,
then
and that's
go
like super unloving.
all
Wait,
means.
so if you can beat your
By all
slaves with a
means.
rod, do you think
called
it's
discipline?
Do you think it's wrong to give your slaves chemical burns?
Yes, but nowhere in the Bible does
why would that be
God-
wrong? What's the difference?
Do you not know that there's an extent to everything, and
Yeah,
what is
wait.
excessive?
Why
and
would
not
it be wrong to
excessive?
give them? Why would it not
No,
be wrong
yes
to
or
beat them
no?
with a rod? Why would it not be wrong to beat them with a rod? But it would be wrong to
Bro,
give
my
them
dad
chemical
has done
burns. What's
beat
the
me with a
difference?
belt buckle before.
Yeah, what's the wait?
Because of
Yeah,
what the shit I
that's
did.
fucked
Does that
up.
mean
So
that he don't love
that
me?
gives you even less ground
that mean
to
that
say
he
that.
does not love
wait,
me?
buddy, do you want to engage with the question? Is it wrong to give your slaves chemical burns, and if so, why?
It's wrong because first of all, you're giving them a chemical burn. You are done for more than 2 days, 1 day.
Yeah,
you
wait, what
probably
if
won't
they
even
recover from the chemical
that.
burn
Where
in 2 days?
Wait. Where in the Bible? Where in the Bible does it say give your
I'm just
slave a chemical
asking
burn?
you. I'm asking you if you think it would
I
be
know, but
justified.
hold on. You read that verse.
I never claimed that chemical burns
that-
is a verse. I think you're a bit confused right now.
No, I'm talking about the
Wait,
rod. I'm
just calm
talking about
down,
the
simmer
rod.
down. Well, I'm just asking you,
This
why would
whole
it be
thing-
wrong? Wait, if it's
I'm
not wrong to
talking how
beat your
you
slave with a
talk,
rod,
bro.
why would it be
I'm
wrong to
talking
give them
how
chemical
you talk.
burns? Why would it be wrong to give them
talking how
chemical
you
burns
talk
if they
to
recover in
everybody.
2 days? If they recover in 2 days, why would it be wrong to give your slave chemical burns? Do you want to engage with the question, or do you just want to keep yapping?
Okay, so does the Bible say burn your slave, or does it say beat your slave?
It says beat your slave. And
with the
wait. And
wire,
do
with
you
the
think
stick?
do you think beating your slave is morally perfect?
I think
Do you think beating your
as a
slave is
son-
more
as a
moral
son-
than not
hold
beating
on,
your
hold on.
slave?
As a son who got disciplined, if I'm doing something bad and my dad smacks me and say don't do it again because I'm keep on doing it, then I think the disciplinary thing is okay, good.
Do you think your dad
Thank
was
you for
wrong to?
smacking
Do you
me.
think your dad was wrong to beat you with a belt buckle?
No.
Gotcha. Where does it say that you can do that in the Bible?
It literally says
Wait.
that
Where does
you
it
could
say
beat
belt
your
buckle?
kid.
Where does the word belt buckle? Beat your children with a belt buckle. Where does that appear?
It does not say
Oh,
specifically.
gotcha. Wait,
belt
so
buckle,
so
but
it doesn't say
does
specifically. It doesn't say
disciplinary
specifically in the
action.
Bible that you
Discipline.
can't give them chemical burns. So we can infer based on the fact that you can beat them that you can give them chemical burns. That'll be my answer. So do you think it's moral to give your slaves
What is
chemical
the point?
burns?
Wait. What is the point of excessive and not being excessive? What's the point of
as long,
what's the point?
Wait, and
what's
I
the point of
understand
putting
you're like too
putting
stupid to be
putting
listening.
kid
Wait,
into
are
a
you
pool?
okay? That's
Hold
fine.
on, hold on.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Stop talking! Shut the fuck up!
So what I'm asking you,
Shut up!
so what I'm asking you is why would it be wrong to give them chemical burns if it's not wrong to beat them with a rod? What's going to be the difference there? As long as they recover in 1 to 2 days, what's the difference?
Why is it bad? Why is it good to put your son in a pool that's cold and then not
It's
to put your
not.
son in a pool that's boiling hot? What's the difference?
It's going to be wrong to do both of these things. Both of these things are wrong.
Do you see the difference?
Both of these things are wrong. No, I don't see the difference.
You never.
Both of these things are
swam in a
wrong.
pool. You never swam in a pool.
Both if you force your child to get into a freezing cold pool, that's wrong.
It's not forcing.
Oh, sure. So if you're so then the difference between that if your kid gets into a boiling hot pool, that's going to be a danger to them. Whereas if they of their own free will get into a cold pool, then there's no issue with free will. They can just make those own decisions for themselves. That's going to be the difference there. Whereas if you beat your slave with a rod, I'm just confused as to why it would be wrong to give your slave burns. So do you want to explain that?
I literally just answered it.
Yeah, as long as if they recover in 2 days, what's the problem? If they recover in 2 days, what's the problem?
Brother, you are running in circles and not
if
accepting
they
a
recover in 2
simple
days,
answer.
if they recover in 2 days, what's the problem? What if they recover in 2 days? What if it's such a low degree of chemical burns that they recover in 2 days? Do you think that's moral?
Fuck. If he wants to pour a little bit of hot water on him, go fucking ahead.
We're not talking hot water. We're talking acid.
Because it's still
a little bit of acid. Would it be okay if you poured a little bit of acid on your slaves?
There is a difference. There is a difference of hitting somebody with a belt buckle or hitting somebody.
So I just want to be clear. So you think that it actually is moral to give your slaves chemical burns as long as they recover in 1 or 2 days? You think that's moral?
I literally just said no.
Well, you literally said shit. If it's just a bit of boiling water. You literally said yes just now.
Bruh. Do you not?
Everyone heard you say yes just now.
Hold on.
We got a gaslighting Gary over here.
Sure. But do you not understand that there are different degrees to things? Yes
yeah.
Or no?
So if you give them like a low degree chemical burn, is that all right?
A burn is a burn, and hitting somebody with a belt is a belt.
Yeah, that's so super nice. That's really nice. I understand these are two different things. What's the morally relevant difference?
The excessiveness.
So what if it's not excessive? What if it's a low degree of chemical burns? Would that be all right?
A chemical burn is a chemical burn.
I'm aware a chemical burn is a chemical burn. Good job. The law of identity. A is A. Good work. You really mentally processed through that one. What's the morally relevant difference?
Chemical burn puts it in a whole different category.
Yeah, what's the morally relevant difference between beating your slaves with a rod and giving your slaves chemical burns that are low degrees?
The excessiveness. I have a question for you.
What about that is excessive? Which part of that is excessive?
Why do you hate
Which
God
part
so
of that
much?
is excessive? Oh, you should pivot away from this question. You got folded on this one. Got absolutely bulldozed on this one. Yeah, you should pivot away from that one.
You say that
absolutely, you
guest,
should run from that
You're
point. You
the
should run.
you're the
Absolutely.
atheist, probably sus. I don't know. Who says, "Oh yeah, God
bro's
is
getting
evil for
homophobic.
doing
He
this."
lost so hard.
There's a difference of God's will and the devil's will and our will.
Yeah, wait, and your will is to run away from the fucking argument. Jay,
There's really
get back
no-
to
there's
it.
really
Why
none.
is what makes
Bro,
chemical
you are
burns
being
more
a
intense?
child.
Jay,
You
what
are
makes
being a
wait?
child.
Shut the
Bro,
fuck
you are-
up! Shut up! Stop talking! Shut the fuck up! Shut up! What makes chemical burns more intense than beating somebody with a
You are
rod?
a child. I
What
literally
makes
answered
them?
your
Shut
question.
up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up, Jay! Shut the fuck up! Stop talking, Jay! Shut up! Shut the fuck up, Jay! Jay, shut the fuck up! Stop talking! What makes chemical burns a higher
Your
degree of
host is
intensity
really
than beating a
gassing
slave
up.
with a rod? What makes it a higher intensity?
Bro, you're repeating the same question,
You
and I'm
haven't
repeating
answered
the
it.
same
I'll
answer.
repeat it until you answer it. You're just gonna say chemical burns
Bro,
are chemical
I'm saying
burns.
the same thing over and over
Yeah,
again.
chemical burns are chemical burns. What
This
about
is
chemical burns
pathetic.
makes them a higher intensity?
Bro, this is pathetic. I hope
I
you know
don't know.
this.
I don't know why you're
claim to
giving a victory
debate
speech. You're getting
all the
slammed so hard you have a
time.
concussion.
You,
Honk.
you debate
Appreciate
all the
it.
time,
Thank you.
and look at you. You are repeating.
Wait,
the
yeah,
same
I don't
thing.
know. I don't know
You're
why.
going
I don't know why you're giving a
Come on,
victory
bring
speech.
up
You just got
something
torn in
new,
half. You're getting
please.
absolutely slammed right
Please.
now. Wait, Jay, I'm just gonna talk over you. I can slam you on this issue. In fact, you've already been slammed on this issue. You got destroyed, Jay. You got pile driven, Jay. Folded like a chair, scrambled like an omelet. Shut the fuck up, Jay. Nobody asked. Jay, stop talking. Jay, stop talking. Jay, nobody asked. Jay, do you want to engage with the argument, or are you just gonna keep yapping? Jay, do you want to actually answer the question? Go for it.
So I have a question.
Wait,
for
you
Like,
still
how
haven't
do
answered
you-
my question. Answer my question, Jay.
I already
Wait, Jay,
did,
answer my
bro. I
question.
already did,
Jay,
bro.
answer the
I already
question.
did. If
You
you don't
didn't.
like the
Jay.
answer,
Wait,
move
Jay,
on
you didn't
to a
answer the
different
question.
one,
Answer the
please.
question, Jay. What's
If you
the
don't
answer?
like the answer,
Jay, you
if
didn't
you
answer
don't
the
like the
question.
answer-
Wait, you don't even know what you can't. And the fact that you can't
Excessiveness,
give the answer
bro.
again
The
proves that you
excessiveness.
didn't answer it.
It's different degree.
Yeah,
answered
wait, but what makes it
over
you don't
10
even understand the
times.
question, Jay. What makes it a different degree?
It's a burning somebody and
Why
simply
does that make it a different degree,
whacking
Jay?
somebody.
Why does that make it a different degree?
What makes a burn a different degree burn? What?
Oh, the intensity of it.
What-
So wait. So if we have the same level of intensity, if we have the same level of intensity in the burn and the beating, then what's the difference if they are the same level of intensity, Jay?
You just answered your
What's the?
question
No, I
for
didn't,
me,
Jay,
brother.
because I still have a
You
follow-up question.
answered
If they're the
your
same level of
question for
intensity,
me.
then what's
It's
the difference?
intensity
Jay, wait, but if they're the
of
same intensity, Jay,
the
Jay,
thing.
you're just not listening. If they're the same intensity, what's the difference?
God literally said, "Do not beat your slave to that intent, to that intensity."
Wait, because
intensity. What are you
no,
talking
because
about?
chemical burns don't necessarily kill
Don't
you.
break their fucking
Do-
ribs.
wait,
Don't
Jay,
break their
Jay, do
fucking
chemical
legs.
burns kill
Don't
you?
break their hand.
Jay, do chemical burns kill you?
Like what?
Jay, do chemical burns kill you?
Probably not.
Yeah, gotcha. So then is death, so is not killing you a different intensity than killing you?
I'm pretty sure if you chemically
Is
burn
not
somebody,
killing you a different intensity than killing you?
bro, what?
Is not killing you a different intensity than killing you?
Is not killing you a different intensity of killing you?
Is not
Yes,
killing you a
that's
different intensity than killing you? Do you wait?
Yes,
do you
it's
need the question
Yes, it's
repeated to you like
different.
4 more
Yes,
times?
It's different. What are you talking about? It's way yes. It's
Yes,
way
yeah. So it's
different.
so then you
It's like
acknowledge.
torturing.
So you acknowledge that
It's like
that the
torturing.
prohibition that God never outlawed the intensity of chemical burns because chemical burns don't kill you, and the only thing God prohibited was killing people.
You're talking about a
So wait, Jay,
hypothetical
you
that's not
just
in
conceded the
Bible.
entire
A
argument.
hypothetical that's
Jay,
not
you
in
just
the
conceded the
Bible.
entire argument.
Like,
Yeah,
what
wait,
are you talking
neither is
about?
beating people with belts, but you still think that that's fine.
Speaking off of my own experience, there's a difference of abuse and discipline. Do you not know that?
Oh no, I think that if you're putting hands on kids, that's abuse. And you can give me literally no reason
So if I put my
why not
hands
to
on-
give
okay,
them.
if you put
Wait,
your
do you think
hands
it's
on me,
ethical to make your kid touch
It won't be
a hot
abuse
stove?
because if I fight
Do you
back
wait,
and
wait,
stay beating
Jay,
your
Jay,
ass,
calm
then it
down.
would
You're
be
crashing out,
abuse.
Jay. Do you think it's moral to make your kid touch a hot stove?
No, where in the Bible does it say that?
Oh, well because I'm just talking about the way you discipline children. Do you think it's moral to make kids touch a hot stove as discipline?
Am I having somebody touch a hot stove? Did my dad have me touch a hot stove?
Jay,
that's burning my hand.
Do you not? I think you just not understand the question. I'm not asking about what you went through and what you experienced.
I'm just saying because you brought up
You're just
how
saying that
the
you have no
belt
idea what the
buckle
question
and
is,
stuff.
Jay.
Right or wrong?
Jay, the question is
This
quite
is a debate,
simple.
so we're talking
Jay,
about the whole
Jay, the
debate
question
in a
is quite
whole.
simple. What's the morally relevant difference between forcing your kid to touch a hot stove and like beating their ass with a belt buckle? What's the morally relevant difference?
the same thing that we were just talking about, the same exact answer. The
I think
intensity, the
beating your kid with a
excessiveness
belt
of
buckle
it.
is probably on the same level of intensity as forcing them to touch a hot stove once. It's probably the same level of intensity.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No,
oh wait,
no,
wait.
it's
So what's
really
the
not.
what's the
Have you-
objective
have you
measure
never
of
touched
that?
a hot stove?
What's
Have you
yes, I
never
have.
touched a hot
Yes, I have
stove?
touched a hot stove before. What's the objective measure of intensity?
So I'm pretty sure you should know that there's a way different intensity. You touch a hot
Yeah,
stove.
but if you so if you only make them
have
touch
to
the hot stove
get
once
some
versus
cocoa
like you beat
butter
them with the
and
belt
stuff,
buckle
then
like
what's
10
it called?
times, like 10 hits by the belt buckle is probably roughly the same as touching
Abuse
the
is
hot
abuse.
stove.
What are you talking about? Discipline is discipline. There's a difference.
Yeah, but if you hit them with the belt buckle 10 times, that's probably the same amount of pain as touching the hot stove once. So if
Why
beating
would you
if
hit
hitting
somebody
them
with
wait
a
wait
belt buckle
wait
10
wait
times? You see?
it's gonna be okay.
Excessiveness, intensity.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So it's the same level of intensity. Do you understand how numbers are equal to each other? How?
Huh?
Do you understand how sometimes numbers are equal to each other?
Yeah, buddy. I think
Yeah.
that's
Wait.
common
So
sense.
do you understand how sometimes pain can be equal to other different types of pain? That, for example, beating a kid with a belt buckle 10 times could be the pain equivalent to making them touch the hot stove once. Do you understand that?
Yeah, and guess what?
Gotcha.
Hitting a
Wait,
kid
so
with a belt buckle-
so if hitting them with the belt
hitting a kid
buckle
with
is discipline,
10
why isn't making
times
them touch the
is
hot stove
abuse.
discipline?
Is abuse.
Why is it
That's
abuse? Why is it
That
abuse?
is that's
Why
being
is it abuse?
excessive. That is being
Why is it
excessive.
what part of that is excessive? That isn't present in beating them with a belt
You're
buckle.
constantly
Which
hitting
part
somebody.
of them? Wait,
You're
yeah.
constantly hitting a person.
Yeah, that's
with
pretty
a
intense.
belt
That is
buckle
abuse. Good
10
job. You walked into it. That
times.
is abuse. Yeah. Hitting a person over and over again is abuse. Good job. You found it. W
Like
concession.
what are you talking about? It so your mom smacking you on the hand, that's abuse.
Oh,
That's
if
abuse.
you're
That's abuse.
if my mom was smacking
mom
me with a
hit you
belt
on the
buckle,
hand?
if my mom was
Ian.
smacking me with a belt buckle, yeah, that is abuse. Yeah, good job.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is
But
abuse.
your
Yeah,
mom
wait,
hits you
W.
with it-
So
if
wait,
your
so
mom-
you
if your-
so you
if your-
acknowledge that
if
you
your-
believe in abuse
No,
because
buddy.
you said because you said you believe in hitting people with belt buckles. That's a good form of discipline. But you just said that it was abuse.
Excessive. There's a
Yeah, wait.
difference.
So how many
When you
hits
do
with the
it-
belt
when you
buckle is
do it
acceptable?
excessively,
How many hits with the belt
multiple
buckle is
times,
acceptable?
That is abuse.
Yeah, how many
Have I not
times?
been saying
Yeah, how
that?
many times?
If your mom
Yeah, how
smack
many
you on the
times?
hand
Yeah, how
once,
many
if your mom
times?
smack you on
Yeah,
the
how many
hand
times?
once,
Yeah, how
that's
many times?
discipline.
Yeah, how many times?
Do you not understand?
Yeah, how many times, Jay? How many
hold on.
times?
Ian,
How many
Ian,
times,
shut up
Jay?
for 10
How many
seconds. Shut
times,
up-
Jay?
shut up
No,
for 10
you.
seconds.
How many times do they need to be hit with the belt buckle for it to be considered abuse in your worldview? Are you going to be able to I answer that, or do you want to just keep on hearing yourself yap? Are you going to give a substantive answer to any of this? Because I just want to know. Fundamentally, I can't find the difference between hitting your kid 10 times with a belt buckle and forcing them to touch a hot stove once. Because presumably the motivating factor in your mind is the pain. So it's going to come down to a question of pain. So if the pain given to them by hitting them with a belt buckle 10 times is equivalent to the pain that you give them by, forcing them to touch the hot stove once, then presumably these are going to be the same level of intensity, that these are going to be the same level of abuse. Jay, do you have an answer to that? Jay, do you have a response? Radio silence, Jay? Jay?
Hello?
Yeah? What's your response?
There it is. Bro, do you not understand? What was the key word? Force. You're forcing your kid hand on a burning stove. If you are constantly whacking your kid 10 times, then that is abuse. But if your mom, Ian, smacks you on the hand once and say, stop doing that, is that not discipline or is that abuse? Are you
wait, so
that
is my
Ian?
and I'm so sorry. Is my mom slapping me with a belt buckle?
Let's just say it's with her hand.
No,
Is
let's
that
say
abuse?
because you
But
defended
look,
you defended a belt buckle earlier, so let's say it's with a belt buckle.
So if your mom, okay, look, Ian, if
my mom
grabs
slaps
her-
my hand with a
look,
belt buckle,
hold on,
that is abuse. Yes.
Look. If your mom grabs her hand and look at your puny little face and just start whacking you.
Damn, you had to get that one in. Wait, Jay, are you sure that you want to be? We can all see your profile picture. Are you sure that that's the attack you want to be going for, Jay? Wait, Jay, cam up. Turn the cam on.
That was when I was 19.
Wait,
buddy.
Jay, turn the cam on. Let's see the cam.
Then
Face
that
cam
would
up.
be abuse. That would be abuse if your mom is constantly smacking you, and bruising your face. That is abuse. You see? Intensity, excessiveness. There are levels to it. There is a difference between discipline and abusiveness. Do you not understand that? Now look.
No, putting your hands on your kid is always abuse. Fun fact.
You say you don't believe in God.
There is literally no scientific evidence that putting your hands on your kids ever works or makes any difference.
Okay, buddy. Look.
Wait, are you interested in a study on the matter?
Oh my God, I'm not interested in it no more.
So you're not interested in the facts of the matter, is what you're saying. You don't care about the science or the actual basis of the stupid claim and the way that you live your life.
You do this for hours on days.
So wait. So just to be clear, you're running from the science of the matter. Exactly. Wait, so you lost on the science of the matter, and now you're trying to run away.
Look, you say you don't believe in God because
you should run from that point. Right? Yeah, what's up, Jay?
You say you don't believe in God because the evil in this world, right?
Yep. So why does God give kids cancer?
Look, bro. You think God is the one who gives kids cancer?
Yes, I do. The way we get cancer is just from the fact that our cells need to replicate. Jay, I'm so sorry, and I'm just gonna give the explanation for how God gives us cancer. So the way God gives us cancer, specifically, is because God designed our anatomy, and our anatomy is such that it gives us cancer because it needs to divide and replicate exactly in a perfect sequence 3 billion nucleotide pairs, which is like just a really terrible design. So the way our anatomy is fundamentally designed is how we get cancer. God designed our anatomy, which means that God is the one who gives people cancer. Yes.
So have you read the Bible?
Yes, I have. Wait, but unfortunately you got flagged for harassment, so I need to move on to the next one. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends, doing all that good stuff. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older, that you do believe in the God of the Bible, Torah, or Quran, and that you have an argument, which is... I'm so sorry, I was reading my messages. You have an argument which does not involve personal experience. Tyler, thank you so much for the $50 on Cash App. Hail, Tyler. Hail, 666. And a big hail, Satan. Big W, Tyler, in that comment section. I appreciate the fuck out of that. Thank you so excuse me. So much. And with that, we'll go to the very next guest. So if you want to support the stream, you know how to do it. And if you want to join the community, as many already have, there's a link to the Discord in my bio. I'd love to see you in my Discord. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Yeah, hi, it's an accident.
Okay. If it happens again, I'm doxing you. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. You seem like a nice gentleman. A nice fellow. But keep on double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends, doing all that good stuff. Hey, what's up?
Hello?
How's it going?
Good. Why you don't believe in God? I don't understand.
Wait, so which God do you believe in?
Jesus.
So
Christian.
the reason why I don't
Orthodox.
believe in your God is the horrific suffering in the world, the existence of like earthquakes, for example.
Yes, but it's our fault.
Oh.
God give us perfect life. In the beginning,
why did
Adam and
earthquakes
Eva.
happen before?
No, we did not. Before we did not die. We had perfect life. Literally perfect. There was nothing else. There was no shameness. There was nothing. Literally, the Adam and Eva and Adam was shamelessly with love with each other. And God said, "Don't eat the forbidden."
I'm familiar. I'm aware. So
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So wait. So are you aware that Pangea was split apart by earthquakes, which would have predated the existence of humans by 100 million years? So if earthquakes are from humans, then why did earthquakes exist before humans?
Before, how we know that?
Yeah, just because we can tell that based on like the mountain formations, based on like the sediment layers, we are capable of determining some like ancient powerful earthquakes. We can like literally see like fault lines, like the San Andreas fault. Like we know why earthquakes happen, and we know that all these things existed from a really long time ago.
Yes, but when the Adam and Eva was there was everything. They were immortal. They will not die. This is earthquake. There was nothing. There was unlimited
That's
food.
not true.
Yes, it was. It's
Because
in
wait,
the
I
Bible,
just told you. Wait, so earthquakes happened before humans existed. So
I'm
that means that
telling you that.
humans can't exist or can't cause earthquakes because earthquakes existed before humans.
Immortal doesn't mean when you cannot die, when you don't die, right?
Gotcha.
In English.
Well, oh yeah. Immortal does mean when you can't die, but you acknowledge. Wait, why would
Adam
God
and
make the earth with earthquakes? Why would God do that?
There was no point. It doesn't matter. Earthquake was or was not. Adam and Eva was in safe place. Understand?
Yeah. So why wouldn't God just not make earthquakes?
Why? Then there will not be any mountains. Why? There will not be anything new.
Yeah.
Understand?
So why didn't God make like the mountains without the earthquakes?
Why not? There was nothing.
Because earthquakes kill
dangerous.
60,000
That time-
people a year. Do you agree that killing
Now,
60,000
because it's
people a
our
year is
fault.
bad?
Now, because it's our fault what we did. Understand?
Oh, great. So when a newborn dies in an earthquake, what did they do to deserve dying in this earthquake?
It happened because his parents and our parents and his parents for years and centuries ago, this we did bad stuff. We kill, we destroy. we do
Yeah,
not
but
kill.
what did the wait? So I didn't ask about the newborn's parents. I asked about the newborn. What did the newborn do to deserve to die in an earthquake?
The previous people.
I'm not asking. Wait. I'm not the previous. I'm not asking about the previous people. I'm not asking about the previous people. I'm asking about the newborn.
Yes,
What did the newborn do? What did the newborn do to deserve to die in an earthquake? I don't care about previous generations. I want to know what the newborn did. The newborn did nothing. So then the newborn dying in the earthquake is unjust. So why wouldn't God save the newborn from the earthquake?
Why would he?
Because he's all good.
He's all good. When everybody dies, who believes in Jesus, even the child will go to heaven. Heaven is good, right? And we live now. When we live, this is like a test for us. If we live, like we follow Jesus, everything will be perfect. And one more question.
Did the baby follow Jesus?
He's pure. Everywhere is said that child, when it's born, it's pure because it has not done anything sin.
So
and
why not
one
just
question
make
for you,
everyone in
please.
heaven? So if some people get into heaven for free, why not just make everyone in heaven when they're all pure?
I will tell you, heaven is a place with God, right? And hell is a place with no God.
Sounds good.
Yes, and evil is just an angel, fallen angel, and because he wanted to be on top, he just give his evil his place, right?
What question did I ask you?
About God, why he did not fix stuff, right?
No, so you're answering a question. You just wanted to say more Bible stories. You didn't want to answer the question at all. I'll ask you the question again. Let's try to listen this time. Why wouldn't God make everyone in heaven? If some people get to go to heaven for free, if some people get like the fast track to heaven, they get the free ticket in, why not just make everyone in heaven at that point when we're all pure as babies?
Okay. Heaven is a place with God, right? Am I right?
Oh, I don't believe in heaven, but that's what you believe.
Yeah. I mean, the heaven, how we think, is a place with God. Hell is a place with no God. If you don't follow the God, He will just give you the place where there is no God. Understand?
So wait, can you summarize what my question was?
Yeah. Why just everybody don't go to heaven if
No,
we are
that's
pure?
not the question. No, you didn't understand it a second time. Why not make everyone in heaven? Not make everyone go to heaven. Why not just create everyone in heaven?
This is free will.
Oh wait, so did the babies freely will? So the babies who get to go to heaven for free, did they freely choose to go to heaven?
They are pure. The babies are other point.
Yes, exactly. Wait, so why not just create everyone in heaven as babies so they're all pure?
Wait, this is not free will.
Oh, is it a violation of free will for them to go to heaven?
If it's not, heaven is the place with God, and God
Is
gives
it
you
a
earth to
violation of their
decide.
free will
Wait,
that they go to heaven?
can I finish my
No, because you're not.
sentence?
Your answer is
It's a
already
free will.
nonsense.
If
Your
you
answer is
want,
already nonsense. Wait, is it a violation of their free will that babies get to go to heaven? Is that a violation of their free will?
babies, listen, these babies are pure. I told
Yes
you
or
before.
no?
They did not done any. Uh, babies are pure,
Yes or
my
no?
friend. How can I answer yes or no
It's
question
a
with
yes or
this
no
kind of
question.
stuff?
You can give the yes or the no because it's a yes or no question. Either yes, it is a violation of the baby's free will that they automatically go to heaven. No, it's not a violation of the baby's free will that they automatically go to heaven.
I don't know question. It's answer with that. To
Okay,
be
God.
honest.
Well, because so I asked you, why doesn't God just create everyone in heaven? You said free will. So I'm just asking you, is it a violation of these babies' free will
Why the
that,
babies
that
died?
they
You
get to
think
go to
that
heaven?
earthquake happened with the why happened earthquakes? Can you tell me that?
Yeah,
Happen
earthquakes
earthquakes?
happen because of tectonic plates. Good question.
Yeah, why the all global warming or this kind of stuff? Why this happened?
Oh, well,
Because of us, right?
global warming is human
Or
caused, but
cancer. Before
earthquakes
you
are
were saying
caused by
cancer.
tectonic
Why
plates.
this happening? God, you really think God was putting cancer inside people?
Oh, well, God did design our anatomy in your worldview, and our anatomy is such that it gives us
Before there
cancer.
was no cancer.
Yeah,
Before like
wait, so how do you explain dinosaur bones with cancer?
I'm saying before 300 years ago, you go 5 billion years ago, what happened? I'm saying what happened, it's 100 million years ago. I'm saying what happened before 500 years ago, right?
No, I'm
being
just
right now.
asking you. Wait, so how do you explain the fact that dinosaurs had cancer? How do you explain all the dinosaur bones with cancer? How would you make sense of that?
I have not seen a dinosaur with my eyes. Maybe it did not
Oh, do you want to see one?
I have not seen it realize. You cannot understand how did it affect on the dinosaur, right? You
It
cannot
had
understand
late
that.
stage bone cancer.
Bone cancer, yes, but we don't know how it make the effect on him. Understand?
Oh,
And
so you think that it
why
was
you
just like one
don't-
of those? It was just one of those like neutral bone
One question.
cancers.
500 years ago in humans, there was like, I think there was no cancer in humans.
We can just infer. How many years ago?
Like 500 years ago.
Oldest human cancer, 1.7 million years ago. Or that wouldn't be.
saying like
That wouldn't be right. Wait, that's too late. Oldest human cancer, because humans have only existed for like.
I'm saying like
200,000
it's
years.
common now. It's like every 20 people. Like
there's a Neanderthal who had cancer 120,000 years ago.
120,000 years ago, and now every 20 people, like many people.
Everyone has cancer cells. I don't know if you know this, but like literally every person on the planet has cancer cells. Did you know that?
No. Okay, thank you for new information. But I'm saying now people die from cancer. So many people, it's so much. It's so big deal. This.
So why
Before
would
we
God
were-
give
it
us
was
the
not like
cellular
this.
anatomy to get cancer?
Like I said, before Adam and Eva was immortal, they did not have anything. After we ruined it, and now this happens before we made like very bad stuff. Like
I'm so sorry. What's the evidence of that?
What about what?
The evidence of Adam and Eve. What's the evidence?
The Adam and Eva.
Yeah, what's the evidence that Adam and Eve existed? And that the fall happened.
Then
What's
where
the
we coming
evidence?
from monkeys?
No, I don't think that we come from monkeys. I think that
Then
humans
where
are
we coming
great
from?
apes, and that our ancestors are great apes, and that if you go
Then
back
why
far
they
enough,
don't do-
you'll get a single cell.
And why we have not seen any bones with that? Like when they are transforming, you know. These
Well,
bones,
we do. We know the thing that came
no, we
before us
don't.
and the thing that
they
came
didn't,
before
it was
that.
fake. There is not. One,
Oh,
it wasn't. It was
it's
fake.
it's all fake. Okay, gotcha. Homo
It
erectus,
was
it's all
one
fake.
they made in 19 something, and they found out
it's all fake. It's all fake, of course.
No. There was one, only
Okay,
one bone.
how
they
many
say.
Homo erectus fossils are there? Over
what is
80
that?
individuals. We have over 80 fossils of the Homo erectus.
I have one question for you. Can you answer?
Wait. So you just want to? Yeah, you should pivot away from this. Yeah, you look terrible right now. Go for it.
You said God is not real. So how the universe was created?
The universe
If,
wasn't
like,
created; it's always existed. In fact, God couldn't create the
That's not
universe because time
possible.
can't be created.
By the scientists, it said the Earth is something years old. Everything has beginning and stopping. You how can I say?
When does God have a beginning?
No, God was is.
Gotcha.
God is.
So then not everything has a beginning. Perfect. So you actually disagree with that
God-
principle, which means you can't appeal to it.
God is not something. You cannot say as God as a
Oh,
thing.
God's not a thing?
No, it's is.
Okay, so I can just get a
In
definition
English,
of a thing.
in English, it's very hard to explain.
Thing. An
Listen,
object that
listen.
one need not, cannot, or does not
Yes.
wish to give a specific name to. Thing just means like
Listen.
anything. So we
Scientists says
can say
that
like anything, or that everything has a beginning or an end.
Look,
But God doesn't have either of
scientists
these
says that
things, so.
it's God. What did you expect?
Oh,
And
well, so
wait.
if your answer is literally just it's God, then it's the universe.
It's the universe. It's a material thing. Understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And look. The scientists said that the universe has some age, right?
No, that there's a specific amount of time that's occurred since the Big Bang.
They have the picture of beginning.
That's not the same thing as so what you're referring to is the cosmic microwave background radiation, but that's not the universe coming into existence. The universe already existed. That's just the rapid expansion of the space-time manifold that we happen to exist on.
Okay, let me tell you this. Always existed, right? You are saying this always.
Yeah,
like,
universe always existed. Yes, correct.
Yes. Universe will be destroyed one day. You know that.
Yeah, so it's gonna undergo a big crunch, but then after that big crunch, it's gonna have another rapid expansion. So it just goes in cycles.
How? Can you explain?
Yeah, because of dark energy. So the universe is expanding because of something called dark energy. But dark energy is getting weaker, which indicates that eventually it's going to stop expanding and it's going to start contracting
dark energy?
because of gravity. Dark energy is the thing that causes the universe to expand. So it's going to start contracting because of gravity, and it's going to crunch into one tiny point, the same way that it started for the Big Bang, and then it's going to rapidly expand again. So that's my evidence. But what's your evidence that the universe appeared when God said abracadabra?
Bible.
Oh, and what's the evidence that the Bible is true? Thank you so much for the meerkat. Appreciate that, T.
No other explanation of it. I don't understand how you can. There is beginning
No
of.
explanation? Oh,
There-
gotcha.
How
So
I don't believe. Look.
could you
How
tell
can-
me why my power strip isn't working?
Because it's not plugged in.
Yeah, and your argument isn't working because you haven't justified it with anything.
Look, everything has to have beginning. There is not like it doesn't like any scientist. Have you finished something university? Maybe
Andy,
I
thank
don't.
you. Yeah, I have 2 degrees in math and computer science.
Look, so okay, you understand that everything need to have beginning. 0 plus 0
No.
always. Yes, counting we need to start it from 0.
Yeah,
It's-
what's the smallest number?
Zero.
Some things
Okay.
have beginnings. Oh wait, what about -1?
In material stuff it cannot be negative.
Oh, well, yes, there is all the time. You can be in debt. You can, you can be 20 meters behind someone.
Or if you have 2 apples and you don't have any, hey, can you be in minus?
Yeah,
apple?
you can be an apple
minus
debt.
apple?
You can owe someone an apple.
This is the economics.
Some
like
material
this
things
one
can have.
human to other.
So,
when you make
how many days would we need to add to this day to get to yesterday?
24 hours.
24 hours gets us to tomorrow, but how many days?
Yeah.
How many days would we need to add to this day to get to yesterday?
1.
Oh, 1 day, but 1 day gets us to tomorrow. So how many days do we need to add to today to get to yesterday?
-1. You are saying,
So negatives do have a real thing. So what's the smallest number?
This is not material. You don't understand what I mean. Something what you can see. And yesterday, this is timeline. Okay.
Yeah.
This is timeline. I'm saying that let's take Apple
So
or
wait, so
something.
the
Right?
timeline doesn't need to have a beginning, is what you're saying, because we can have negatives.
I'm saying about the material stuff. Why you don't understand?
Oh
You
yeah,
are
so I'm
saying
talking about time,
Remove-
because there's no beginning to time. That's what I'm saying.
Why not?
Because so the reason why not is because a beginning is a change of states, but of course if you have a change, then that requires time. So you can't have a beginning to time, because if you had a beginning, then you would have a change. But if you have a change, then time already exists.
Time already exists, but in every scientist I Google, everything says that everything need to have beginning.
Yeah, that's just how they explain it to people who are laymen in the field. That's not like technically correct. The technically correct way of saying it is that the space-time manifold we exist on rapidly expanded. That's what the Big Bang is.
Bing Bang. Where the Bing Bang? This Bing Bang is from this dark matter getting weaker and this stuff, right? You are saying this?
No, that's what the Big Crunch is from. The Big Bang seems to have been from quantum fluctuations.
Yeah, this is your theory, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, your theory is literally that God said "Alakazam" and then the universe appeared. And
Yeah.
there's evidence for my theory, and there's
What
no
evidence?
evidence for yours. So.
What evidence?
Oh, do you want the evidence for the Big Bang is the cosmic microwave background radiation. The picture that you're referring to is literally the evidence. It's the smoking gun evidence that the universe used to be around the size of a human 10 to the negative 22 seconds after T0. And that after that, it rapidly expanded because the universe is obviously now much bigger than a human. And the best leading physics is claiming that it is continuing to expand. So the universe was small, got bigger, and is getting even bigger. That's the evidence that the Big Bang happened. Now, what's your evidence that God created everything by saying hocus pocus?
Yeah, but how did they detect this?
You're not going to give your
gravitation?
evidence, are you?
What about the Big Bang?
No, about God creating everything, because let's do an examination of evidence, right? That my evidence is the 3 points I just laid out, whereas your evidence is the Bible, which you said you have no evidence for.
About the bro. Okay, so you said to me that everything when I said that everything has beginning and ending, you said that this and I studied this from the internet, and from this study is that you said that this tell us because we want to shut up or something like this. Did you said this right?
I didn't understand a fucking word of that. Do you want to try again?
I said that everything has to have beginning and ending, right?
Oh, well, but you don't agree with that, because God doesn't have a beginning or an end.
But God is not a thing.
Well, if God's not a thing, so does God exist in reality?
God is. In English, oh, Garoche. Listen, God is not a thing.
Is God included in everything? Is God included in everything that exists?
God created everything.
Wait, so if God is not a part of everything that exists, then God does not exist.
Oh,
does God exist in everything that exists?
Yes.
Then
but
gotcha.
God created thing.
Prove it.
Understand? Huh?
Prove it.
In the Bible, it says
and
that.
What's the proof of the Bible?
Wow, chemic argument. Look,
you don't have any proof. I don't know why you're laughing. You don't have any proof of the Bible. You believe in something that has zero evidence.
Why should I have evidence when I can feel it? Okay, maybe you don't feel it. I get it. Look.
So, okay, wait. So the part of your brain that allows you to feel it. Wait. Because I just want to explain that the part of your brain that allows you to feel it is related to auditory hallucinations and imaginary friends. That's what that part of your brain does.
Look. Okay, but you said no personal experience, so I don't know if you wanted to say or not what happened to me.
Okay, well, do you have anything else, or should I move on to the next guest?
No, I just don't understand why you want to live in the world where you say that there is no God, there is no this.
True. It's true, and you should say it.
Why? Well, it's not. How you? And I have one more question, please. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
How you detect this dark matter and like this gravitation pull? It's not gravitation pull. This gravitation
How
from the
do
Big
we
Bang. How you detect?
know dark energy exists? The shift between two areas of the universe, a change from a decelerating universe to an accelerating universe. That's how I guess. Observations of different
And-
supernovae reveal the expansion of the universe. Well, you got anything else?
I want to understand how people detect this. What
I
Big
think you need
Bang?
highly specialized equipment. I think you need like a
I
really
think.
intense.
So this is your
Oh
thinking.
yeah, wait. When I say I think something, that's just going to mean that it's like literally just
No, this is
like a
not proof.
content in my brain. I'm not saying that I'm like taking a
This
guess
is
at
not
this
proof.
stuff.
This is your
Oh,
thinking, right?
I'm so sorry. I know the way that we detect dark energy is with highly technological telescopes.
Yes. And how you detect this from the Big Bang? You said your
Wait.
theory of
So
Big
wait. The dark
listen.
because
Wait,
I think
I let
because
you,
you seem to be a bit confused with all the science terminology.
please
So
let me
the
talk.
dark
Please
energy
let
is
me answer
not
the
related. That's not the part of. That's not the
Please
evidence that
let
I
me
gave for the Big Bang. Wait,
ask the
because
question.
your
Because
question
I let
your
you
question is
talk.
already wrong. So I'm just helping you understand. The dark energy is not one of the pieces of evidence that I gave for the Big Bang. Are you referring to the cosmic microwave background radiation, the picture that you've seen?
I'm saying you have the proof of Big Bang, right? This
Yeah,
theory.
I gave it to you. Yes, the cosmic
How
microwave
is
background
how
radiation.
they what is how
Because
did they
this
detect
radiation
this?
is literally detected all around us. It is everywhere.
Yeah, and how we know how this Big Bang happened?
Wait, how do we know how it
Proof of this.
happened?
How did this Big Bang happen? How can we detect this?
How,
Who
wait.
did
So wait, are you is your
how it
argument
happened?
for why God is real is just how did the Big Bang happen? That's not an argument. That's a question. Do you have an
I'm saying
argument?
that
Wait, do you wait.
in
But
the
do you have
Bible.
an argument for why God exists, or is this just like you can just like ask a physicist all these questions?
I'm not physicist. I'm just an 8 year.
Well, yeah. You can just go and ask a physicist.
I'm telling
Wait,
you
I
in the
mean, like
Bible.
because it seems like
In
what
the
you're
Bible, it
interested.
said there was a light.
Wait, because it seems like we have a
What is
difference
light?
in what we're
When did
interested in. What I'm interested in is debates, and what you're interested in is like basic physics facts. You can just ask Google all of these.
Yeah, look, listen. What I know is it Big Bang. You said Big Bang. Okay, is a bomb and like bomb is
It's
when
not
you
an explosion. No,
when some yeah. What is this? Man?
it's a
It's not an
rapid
explosion.
expansion.
What do you mean by that?
So you know how things get bigger. Space
Yeah.
time got bigger quickly
How?
through dark energy. That's the driving force.
Where
Wait,
does
and I'm so sorry because you're doing it again. You're asking these basic physics questions, which you can just Google.
Yeah, but I don't understand how.
If you don't understand it,
beginning?
then Google it.
If you
Wait,
born,
I'm not your science teacher. If you don't understand it, then Google it.
because you are saying God is not real, and that's
Yeah,
not
wait. So
true.
if you want the argument, do you want the argument for why God isn't real?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. So
You are saying this
does
human
does
come from
God
apes.
know? Does
There is
God
no
know
bones
all?
found
Wait.
without
And I don't know why you're giving a
literally
victory
lying.
speech.
I
You're
don't
getting torn in
understand
half
why.
right now. Wait. So
Why
if
are
you do you think that God knows everything?
Of course, God knows everything.
Gotcha. Does God know the proposition that God doesn't know this proposition?
What the fuck is your English? Wait.
Does God know the proposition? God does not know this proposition.
Proposition. What the fuck is that? Wait.
So a proposition is just a statement about reality. So does God know the statement about reality? God does not know this statement about reality.
Okay, he knows everything. Yes.
Gotcha.
God
Oh,
knows
so then God knows a false thing because the statement is that God doesn't know this statement about reality, but God does know it, which means that God knows something which is false.
My English is lagging. Tell me again.
Yeah. So does God know the proposition? God doesn't know this proposition. Does God know
We
the
make
statement
hard
about reality?
God.
God doesn't know this statement about reality. Does God know that statement?
Wait, let me translate. No, bro, I don't understand what
Well,
I'm
because
sorry.
if God doesn't know it, then that means that there's a true statement about reality that God
No,
doesn't
for
know,
real,
which
I
means
don't
God doesn't
understand
know
in English,
everything.
bro.
So either way, God's not omniscient.
Look, I'm sorry, I don't understand good English. Okay, with the last thing what you said. Okay, may is I and the about the ape stuff. Okay, when you said they pound bones and stuff.
Are you
Remember
just
what you
gonna
said?
ask me more like basic science facts, which you should be googling?
No, they did not found anything.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Alf makes a great point. Do you think God can make a rock that's so heavy he can't lift it?
No.
Oh, okay. Why not?
Why you cannot lift the fucking rock?
Oh,
You ask me
wait. So
what?
does that mean that God's not all powerful?
Where is this coming from? God is not all powerful.
Yeah, because God doesn't have the power to make a rock that he doesn't have the power to lift. So God lacks some powers.
I thought you were saying about the humans cannot lift.
No. Does God have
Of
the
course he
power to make a rock which
Yes,
God doesn't have the
yes,
power to
yes.
lift? Okay,
Of
then
course.
does God have the power to lift the rock that God doesn't have the power to lift?
You are asking me that. You are asking me that if God has power to lift a rock.
Yeah, does God have the power? So let's say God makes the rock. He has the power to make a rock that he doesn't have the power to lift.
Yes.
Let's say he makes the
Yes.
rock that he doesn't have the power to lift. Does God have the power to lift the rock that he doesn't have the power to lift?
Why may you are speaking so fast? Okay, look. Please just answer me yes or no, so I will understand. Okay.
Okay. Does
You are.
God have the power to make a rock that he doesn't have the power to lift?
No, he has power to make it and lift it.
Whoa, Josh, thank you so much. So God has the power to lift the rock that he doesn't have the power to lift?
He has both powers to lift it and create it.
Gotcha. So God can lift the rock that he can't lift. So God both can lift the rock and he also can't lift the rock.
He can and can. I said yes, he can do everything.
Gotcha. So he can do the thing that he can't do.
He can. Everything can.
Oh,
he can do
wait. So
lift,
then he
can
failed.
lift,
Then he
he
failed at
can-
making the rock in the
he can-
first place because the rock needed to be one. Also,
this not-
thank you so much, Josh. Big W, Josh, in the comment section. That galaxy is incredible. Appreciate it.
Merel, ja, to really nice. Position.
All right. Do you have anything else
About the apes, I just saw it's not real.
about
you saw.
what apes?
The humans come from apes.
Oh, and what's the source that says it's not real?
And
This just in. Local
yeah,
18-year-old
I'm
makes
saying,
up nonsense.
It's a nonsense. You are literally lying, bro.
Wait, you
There
said
is
you
no
said you just found
evidence.
this out.
There
Where'd
is
you find
no
this out
evidence.
from?
Even
wait,
at my school.
where'd you find it out from?
Wait, I was.
Where'd you find it
I
out
was
from?
respectful and I
All
wait.
right,
Listen,
moving on to the next one. Hey, if you want to support the stream, the Venmo's allegedly -Ian, Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Both are in my bio, and I appreciate any and all support. Thank you all so much. Make sure you're dropping that follow as well if you never want to miss a live in the future. If you're enjoying this live and you like it, you love it, keep on double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends, doing all those other good things to try to get this live in front of like genuinely just as many people as we possibly can. But if you're in that guest request, I think I already put forward the stipulations. If you want to join the community, there's a link to the Discord in my bio. You got to be 18 or older, so only join if you're 18 or older, but it's a great place. We talk politics, religion, and philosophy. Honk. Thank you so much, Hambles. Appreciate that. And yesterday, I thrashed a theist who was talking shit in the Discord. It was fun. What's up? How's it going, Tyler?
YOLO.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 18.
And what year were you born?
2006, September 16th.
2006, September 16th.
Yeah.
Okay, and Josh, thank you so much for the mystery firework. Appreciate that. Big W, Josh, in that comment section. And what religion?
Christianity.
Okay, what's your strongest argument for the existence of God that does not involve personal experience?
I would like to ask you why you, I'm following on the last guy, why don't you believe in God? What's your reason?
So the reason why I don't believe in your God is because it's claimed that everything God does is just, and in Exodus, or in Deuteronomy, God puts forward laws about how people are to be governed. These are God's laws. So if everything God does is just, then God's laws would be just. But one of the laws God puts forward is that grapists, or that grape victims, should be forced to marry their grapists. Which is obviously unjust, but maybe you disagree. Do you think it's just to force grape victims to marry their grapists?
No.
Yeah, so then you would think that God did an unjust thing by creating that law.
And is there proof him saying that?
Yeah, it's in Deuteronomy.
Okay, and I'd also like to bring up how you're talking about the last guy, about like the earthquakes and about like all this Big Bang thing.
Yeah, okay, wait, so just to be clear, you want to move to like a different argument. Do you acknowledge that God did something that's unjust?
I do not know anything about like that.
Do you want me to read you the verse?
No, let's just move on to the question.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'd probably want to move past that one too. Yeah, gotcha. Sure. So what about earthquakes?
So what was your argument about earthquakes and about like the Big Bang and about like the cells and everything like that?
Yeah. So why did God make the earth such that it had earthquakes? Why wouldn't God make the earth in a way where it doesn't have earthquakes?
Yeah. Well, God always made the earth. He didn't intend to make earthquakes. We are the people that make earthquakes. If you look it up, it's called HARP. HARP. Humans make the earthquake. They do it by distracting us, by killing the population. It's pretty popular. They control the weather pretty much everything like that.
Is it literally just this conspiracy? Why would anyone want to do this?
It's proof. It's proof.
Gotcha. What's the proof?
You can look it up on Google.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So it's just like, wait. So how do you explain the existence of earthquakes before humans? How do you explain all of the earthquakes that happened before we had this technology? How do you explain like a million different things under your worldview?
So there's no proof that there was earthquakes before this.
Oh, yes, there is. So Pangea was split apart by earthquakes and volcanic activity.
And there's proof of that?
Yeah, of course.
Because
it split apart along the fault lines. Yeah.
And you believe in the tectonic plates and everything like that?
You can literally go to the San Andreas Fault in California and see a tectonic plate. Yeah.
Okay, so I can see we're not going to get anywhere because you just believe a different side of the story.
Do you have any evidence? Because I can give you evidence for all parts of mine, but your evidence is like Google it, bro. So how do you account for earthquakes that existed before humans? How do you account for the earthquakes from like the 1600s?
So you believe that the earthquakes really happened in the 1600s and killed millions of people?
Yeah.
So do you believe also that the babies died as well, like you were saying, and that the last guy was saying they all go to heaven?
I don't think they all go to heaven because I don't think heaven's a real place. But how do you, in your conspiracy theory, how do you account for the fact that earthquakes happened in the 1600s?
They did not, no.
So you think all the accounts from all the different cultures are just lying? You think they were just lying?
Yeah, so let me break it down for you. Basically, God does not intend to hurt anyone. God does not intend to do anything bad to someone. We have free will. As humans have free will. God gives us free will to do things. He gives us free will, and that's how, our technology got too advanced to the point where they start controlling things and then they start doing bad things.
Why would anyone want to do earthquakes, and why wouldn't world governments be extremely opposed to it? And why, even further, why is it the case that all the earthquakes happen along the places where tectonic plates meet?
So if you really believe in tectonic plates, then you can go ahead and believe that, but...
No, because wait. I don't want that's just your opinion. I want an answer to these questions. Why do earthquakes happen exclusively where tectonic plates meet?
Well, earthquakes intend to kill people, correct?
They don't intend anything. In my worldview, they don't intend anything.
They intend to do damage? They intend to do damage, though?
Earthquakes don't intend anything. In my worldview, they don't intend anything.
So, let me break it down for you. So, earthquakes, what they do is they do lots of destruction. They could kill people. They could do lots of bad things to like lands, earths, such forth. And my reason is The reason why they do this is because we have too much population. Because if you ever heard about like the Illuminati, Bohemian Grove, all that stuff, it's to hire people, and they do this by getting rid of the population because we have too many people in the population. It's the same thing with like the coronavirus. All that thing was a scam. It was a lie. The coronavirus, like,
You're such a
it was
silly
a lie.
goose. Why do you do this?
So, I mean, you can look up for yourself, and you can see millions of people. Like, do you believe in a flat Earth?
Fuck no.
Yeah. So, in the Bible, it does talk about the flat Earth, how
Yeah, it
God
does.
made the Earth flat, and there is proof that the Earth is flat because when you see rocket ships going into the sky and you see videos, it does hit the firmament and never gets past it.
So,
and also Hillary Clinton.
Wait,
in one of her, meetings-
shh, 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 shh. Why, if the Earth is flat, why doesn't the sun, when it sets, go off into the distance like a baseball traveling off into the distance? Why does it stay the same size and just go down? Thank you so much, Phil. I appreciate that. Big W, Phil, in that comment section.
because everything we've been told is pretty much a lie.
Wait. Can you tell me what question I just asked you, or were you not listening?
Yeah, no, I was listening. I was going to get to that, but you
Wait.
interrupted me.
What question did I just ask you?
You just said, so why doesn't the sun go down? Because if the Earth is flat, why is it just go like a baseball?
No. Why does the sun stay the same size and just go down, as opposed to getting smaller, like an object going off into the distance?
Yeah, so pretty much since the Earth is flat, the stuff rotates around us pretty much.
Wait. So, okay, because if the Earth is flat, then that means that the sun is just a big object that goes around like this. So when it leaves this like flat plane, it would go off into the distance. It would go backwards, and it would look like something that is just going off into the distance, but it doesn't look like something going off into the distance. Why is that?
Well, let me break it down for you. I don't know about that sun, but if you do go into the into this with Hillary Clinton, you don't.
Wait, I don't give a fuck about your more conspiracies. I don't want to hear the conspiracies.
This is proof.
Nobody
This is
cares.
proof. No, this is
I
proof.
certainly don't care. Wait,
This
do you
is
have an
proof. This is
argument for
proof.
why God exists? Or okay, yeah, he got kicked for community guidelines violations. Fuck, I should probably end the stream before I get like banned or whatever. But Daniel, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Venmo. Hail, Daniel. Hail, 666. And a big hail, Satan. I appreciate the fuck out of that, Daniel. Big W, Daniel, in that comment section. If you should consider joining the Discord. The Discord's great. We talk politics, religion, and philosophy. We do just like a lot of great things there. We do a book club every Saturday night. So you can learn more about philosophy. If you're trying to get into philosophy, but you just don't know where to start, it's okay. We've all been there. I know I've certainly have. Consider joining the Discord. We're reading a paper about presuppositional apologetics. We're finishing it out this week, so I would love if any and all of you went over there. Thank you so much for the corgi. Appreciate that. I love all of you. Consider joining. Only join if you're 18 or older. It's discord.gg/allegedlyian. I'm very active in there. We do debates all the time. You can play God Bingo if you want to watch these streams and play bingo along with it and get validation from me after the stream. Like the person who posted in, I think bingo, someone posted bingo. Evan posted bingo. Big W, Evan. Congratulations on your bingo. Except you didn't get a bingo, Evan. Big L, Evan, for not getting a bingo. SMFH, dude. There's no bingo on here. What are you talking about? I can't believe this kid. But seriously, consider joining. Join the Discord. There's a link in my bio. I'm begging you, please join the Discord. It's a great place. You'll enjoy it. I tag you whenever I'm like debating someone in VC. It's great. You'll love it. I love it there. I'm really proud of the community that I built, and I'd love it if you loved it too. So consider joining. Link in bio. All right. Other than that, I'm ending stream, but I do love all of you. I'll be live tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat place. All right. Bye-bye.